Oh, I didn't hit record. Ooh, that was important. Oh, I almost did not fucking start recording. I checked. I was like, let me just make sure one more time. I'm glad I did. I almost fucked that up. That would have been so funny if the first, last session...
God, could you imagine?
I didn't record my own voice, and then this session I forgot to record completely.
Yeah.
I'm fucking stupid. Alright, now we're gonna start. Alright.
Alright.
Once upon a time, the perfect heroine, the foolish sage, the false princess, had all managed to find Gromga, despite their expectations. They had found that the goblin they were looking for had not been turned by the forest, and had been living in the sewers under the theater since all the other two students had gone missing. He had not said why. Instead, he had taken the invention he had stolen and made a run for it. All the while, he and the three heroes were pursued by a strange spider-like mannequin who chased them into the sewer and into a familiar area of the forest. While the three did manage to escape and catch our goblin friend, the princess had gone missing, and the sage was soon whisked away, leaving the heroine alone with their thief. However, not long after, a galleon prince with hair like gold and eyes like the ocean had come in to rescue her. Galloping on a white steed, Summer had appeared. While he may not have taken care of himself like he usually did, he was still beautiful, even charming the goblin thief. The heroine, though, was annoyed, oddly enough, but did notice a hint of the arcane on him with a familiar golden liquid staining his clothes. The princess had found herself back in the theater in the common room with a familiar figure, the red dragonborn who she had met during Martha and Maddox's turning. He had confirmed that his name was Kadrash, and he had wanted to use what little power he had to pull the princess away from danger. However, there wasn't much else he could do. With a few parting words, he had left the princess and disappeared from sight, possibly to retreat back into the forest. As for the sage, foolish as he is, the sage had found himself pulled away by the creature that had called itself his patron. Othros had asked about the sage's thoughts on his new powers and offered a deal to give him even more. The sage agreed, not aware of what he had signed his soul away, but regardless, found himself back safely at the entrance of the forest. The three reconvened at the stage of the theater where Lazar and the theater professor had been waiting. The group presents the culprit and the invention. After some convincing, Lazar had shown them the invention, which was 2 red scrunchies. Dejected and disappointed by the dull reveal, the three were ready to head to bed, but Lazar stopped them, saying that he would give the JD role back to Gromga, taking it away from the sage before he had a chance to perform. Now, as the curtain rises once more and the show begins, we are back to our heroes and a new day arises. Alrighty, so y'all are waking up pretty early in the morning. I believe this is one of y'all's off days, like a weekend or something. So you guys wake up at whatever time you guys wake up. Let's start off with that, actually, because you both have gone to bed pretty decently late. With both of you, actually, Adalia, had you taken damage?
I had 1 hit point left, and I was using my magic to kind of disguise that.
That's what I remember. Okay, yeah, so you guys both wake up to find that Darian had gone out. You don't know where he went, but more likely than not, especially because he had not only been healed to full health by his patron, but also did not really take much damage. What's up?
I'm also at 1 hit point.
Yeah,
I just
you
checked
guys.
my character sheet.
I remember. You guys are both at full now, but
okay.
But because of that, like, Darian had got up pretty early to go wherever he goes, leaving you two to wake up, I want to say, decently late. I want to say it is around 1:30 p.m. when you two crack your eyes open and both of you feel awful, absolutely horrendous, disgusting even. You two, while your wounds have managed to heal, you feel a lot better, and whatever fatigue that you guys had felt is wearing off slightly. You still feel like extremely exhausted, especially you, Blair, because I think you're pretty low on what's left on that one bottle. You're trying to sparse it out, and you do not have much left. And on top of that, the little amount that you have been sparsing out has not been really enough to get you through the day. It gets you for like a few hours, and then you start winding down immediately. So you can feel your chronic fatigue hitting pretty hard, and you know you will not have much to get you through the day, basically. So what would you two guys like to do?
Oh boy. I'll go first, because Adalia had early plans, which she is now late for, and actually kind of pissed about it. As soon as she realizes how late it is, because she's on a timer. She recently kind of came out about the whole Thiessen breakup, and she told Skipper, because she wanted that shit spread around, but she now needs the paperwork to prove it. Which means she has to write to her mother, and pray that the letter comes before her classes start, so she is immediately writing.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so what are you writing exactly?
The general gist of the letter is like, "Hi, Mom, there's some guy who fucking claims to be my fiancé, and I'm not sure it's accurate. I need you to at least tell me who is on my engagement paperwork." She is probably going, like, as standard as possible. She doesn't know about any of Adalia's writing tics because she only saw her drawings.
Yeah.
So she's going, like, very, sophisticated, but plain language. Just as standard as you can get it.
Okay. Then I would say, honestly, have you guys ever received letters from the outside? I don't think y'all have.
No.
So
I
this
haven't.
is just okay. Cool. All right, then.
I do think I'm also going to, like, try to put some kind of signature, some kind of, like, drawing flourish that her mom would recognize as, like, okay, this could be Adalia and not a pretend person.
Well, okay, give me a quick, I guess, investigation on your end.
Yeah.
Let me check if you guys,
Investigation.
if you guys have to...
9.
So here's one thing you do slightly remember. There's, like, a noble seal that that, like, nobles use a lot of times that kind of dictate and show, someone...
I thought that would be the case.
Yeah, there's a noble seal that people use, especially for nobility, to show that you are who you say you are, and it is designated towards the royal, like, whatever royal family that you are addressing. You don't know where that is or what it even looks like.
Oh, fucking shit. Can I... Actually, you know what? I might want to ask Lucilia for help.
Yeah, absolutely.
She'll know where shit is, and she also has to be the one to send the letter, so I'll ring her up.
Yeah, she will. Okay, sure. Then give me another investigation with a advantage this time.
Alright. Nat 20, 27.
Whoa! Okay! Yummy! Okay, so I will say that easy enough. It's really funny because, like, you have no idea. You've never really, like, touched on sigils, or, like, you kind of knew vague enough, I would say. Like, it's enough that it's like, okay, I know more likely than not I'm gonna need a sigil if this shit, like, plays out in the way I've read in, like, manhwa and shoujo and whatnot. I'm probably gonna need a sigil.
Or even, like, historical documents she would have read for class.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Then you would have known, but you have no idea what the fuck it looks like. And you're dumbfounded, and you're kind of, like, having a hard time. And then Lucilia comes up to you, and she goes, "Milady, are you looking for something particular?"
Yes, I'd like to send a letter, and I can't find my seal.
Oh, you mean the seal? And then, like, she points at the counter, and you can see, like, an obvious seal with a sigil that you have seen throughout many of Adalia's portraits.
Oh my goodness, did I just leave that out on the counter? Is that where it's been?
You have. You don't often write to your mother, but you keep it out. I think it's because you don't often write to her that you just kind of keep it around and about.
All right, well, we're going to start putting that somewhere our guests cannot take that and impersonate me. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and seal the letter and hand it over.
Yeah, she takes it and she goes, all right. I don't know what, the travel time would be for this letter exactly. However, I will try my best to give you some kind of letter, or some kind of time. It's been a little bit odd because I won't lie, I don't remember the last time we've sent somebody out, but I'm mostly here to accompany you three. And on top of that, well, we've never really had any issues with the inventory or stock, or we haven't really heard from the outside too much. We get a lot of our information from the headmaster, but I can definitely see about having this sent out. And I'll update you as soon as possible.
Alright. Thank you. That'll do just fine.
Yes. Is there anything else you would like me to help you with? As she kind of gestures. She sees that you're very, very active right now.
Yes. Can you tell me where I should start looking for furniture also?
Oh, furniture. If you go around into, I believe, either the library area or around the staff living area, there's actually a few marketplaces. We usually have markets around every other Sunday or so, but they don't really pop up as much. We haven't had a lot of merchants come through, but we do have some people who stay around here, get their goods from the outside and then sell it to us. They usually do live in the staffing area, and they'll set up shop around the main center, but it's not Sunday right now. So if you're urgently looking for something, I would suggest going into the staffing areas.
Alright, it's not urgent. I'll wait until Sunday. Thank you.
Yes. I will say, you have seen, little marketplaces here and there. I don't think you guys, ended up checking those out too much, but, you are aware that they do happen once in a while. Nothing seems of interest. Sometimes it's, extra food, furniture, as they said, some, stationery. Nothing, amazingly crazy. Definitely, I will say, they do not sell weapons, sadly. But, I knew immediately. But they don't sell weapons, but, just, general necessities and goods. And you could also maybe ask around if you need anything else. And Lucilia also looks at you and goes, is there anything else you would like? You know, your room's quite messy and you haven't slept in it in a while. Is everything all right with it?
Yes, everything's fine. I'm actually clearing it out today, I think.
Oh! Would you like help with that?
No, I'll look through and decide by myself.
Oh, all right. You you say that, and she seems to be very excited to do maybe some spring cleaning or something, but the moment that she offers, and then you say, no, I think I could figure it out myself. She looks a little dejected.
I know.
Your mic's getting really quiet, by the way.
Shoot.
Your mic keeps changing quality.
Is it bad now?
A little muffled, a little quiet.
A little muffled, a little quiet. Let me check real quick and see what is my mic on. I would not be surprised if my mic on Discord immediately switched to headphones, and that is not what I need.
Yeah, that could be it.
Hold on. Let me do a funny voice of visibility. Yep, default headset.
The skull?
Discord hates you.
Discord hates me! Okay, hopefully it sounds a little bit better here.
Alright, yep, we got your voice back.
Yippee! 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 Okay. I hopefully that is a lot better. If you guys, did you hear what I was saying before, though?
We did. It just kept popping around.
Being weird.
Yep.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, as long as you guys could hear me.
This poor maid.
Yeah, she looks so sad about it too, but she just goes, "Oh, all right. Well, if you need anything, I'll be here." As she kind of like steps away,
sobs outside of the door.
Yeah, like you guys don't really ask a lot from her, which like she's kind of surprised by because you guys are like nobility, and she kind of expected to be relied on a lot more. Not that it's like entirely a bad thing, but she like feels bad that she's just like, kicking dust and whatnot. Like she helps y'all with y'all's meals and then like cleans up after you, but like after that, like you'll sometimes send her on a few errands, but like you never ask her to help y'all's change or like to really buy anything on y'all's behalf, anything of the sort. And she's just like, "Oh, all right then." And is there anything else you'd need from her before she steps away?
Not that I can think of now.
Okay, cool.
I might need stuff from her later.
I was about to say, she's not gonna step out yet because, Blair, you are waking up. You don't feel great. What are you doing, babe?
I think, like, before, like, all this stuff goes down, she wakes up, but, like, doesn't immediately get out of bed. More so, I would like to say that she probably had quite a few nightmares after everything. It just feels icky and gross and anxious and just bad.
Yeah.
So, she kind of, like, gets in a comfortable awake position on her bed. Mm-hmm. And as a kind of just more of a comfort activity, she activates her laptop, and she still has the ability to transfer it to its physical form, right?
Yes. Yeah, in terms of combat, it's just for convenience that you can have those digital screens.
Okay, yeah, in that case, she kind of like transitions it back to its original state.
Yeah.
And just opens it up just to kind of poke around through it, not really trying to do her usual conspiracy theory, like, I'm gonna try and figure everything out right now, like, let's make a big grand plans. More of just, I need something to make me feel a little bit better, and she's gonna just kind of mess around on her laptop as, like, she's figuring out internally what she wants to do for today. Mm-hmm. But at some point, she hovers at the message board, and correct me if I'm wrong, she was giving that anonymous messenger person a kind of a shitty attitude in her prior texts, and for some weird reason, she's feeling like really raw about that, and opens the messages back up again, types away at the keyboard, and says something like, "I'm sorry. You did help me before. Is there anything that I can do for you?" And just kind of, yeah.
No worries. Is there anything else?
No, I just think that, like, she's, I low-key think she's kind of, like, trying to quietly, like, sniff away tears, and, like, like, she sounds like snot-nosed for a second. It's like, I don't like being in this body. I don't like being here. I just want some kind of, like, cope. She needs something just to feel better before she kind of has to put herself back into the mental headspace of, what do I need to do to survive today? Yeah. So she's not doing so well.
Yeah, no, fair. In that case, you almost like immediately see a response, weirdly enough, as these three little dots, which are very familiar to you, begin to pop up and kind of move in the way that you know that whoever's talking to you is typing back. And immediately it goes, "It's fine." Not in a period, but it's like, "Oh, it's fine." I don't know if he uses tone tags, but they go, "No, it's fine. Yesterday was stressful, so I completely understand, and I kind of know that this kind of sprung on to you last minute," and that's what it says back.
Any particular typing quirks? Like, does this person use, like, a lot of commas or, like, capitalizations or correct grammar or anything like that?
Weirdly enough, there's a few times where, like, the typing is sometimes misspelled and then, like, quickly corrected.
Okay.
It's not, like, anything bad, but, like, say, like, when it said, "Oh, it's fine," like, the fine will have, like, an E before the end a little bit. It seems like it's like typing really fast, which once again, very familiar to you. And then the overcorrection like immediately after is also very familiar to you. In terms of any grammatical like stuff, very prim and proper. Like, even though like the it's fine, it probably was with a period, but then everything else has very proper punctuation.
Got it. In that case, like, she just kind of like stares at that and weirdly enough feels a little less heavy in her chest as she continues. I'm glad. Do you know who I am, really? Because you must know something, considering that you're contacting me through my laptop? Question mark. What do you know? Are we on the same page?
There's a pause for a good while, and then it goes, maybe. I mean, bits and parts, I think. I don't know what you remember. I don't know if there's anything that you remember that I don't remember, or if there's anything that I can tell you that I shouldn't tell you or you already know. It's hard to say. But if you tell me a little bit about what you remember, I can possibly see, but I don't want to force that on you. It's been a really long time for me. And you can see like the really in like all caps.
Oh gosh. Okay, I freaked this person out. Guys, I'm gonna show my own ass this session! I think Blair would feel like kind of confused but also reassured as she types out, "That's okay. I'm willing to give anything a shot at this point. My name's Blair. Can you give me yours?" Question mark, like, and then I think she would add like a face. Hold on, let me see if I can. Yeah. She probably uses like.
No, I adore that. That's really cute. Let me check something real quick. Hold on. Sorry, I'm gonna do a little weird thing real quick.
Okay.
Let me see. I should have kind of prepared for that, because I knew more likely than not you would let them know. But now I
like narking. I like narking on my character.
You're fine. No, it's fine. I should have known. Like I should have known that is what you are going to say. But there's a thing that I have that I would possibly like to see if
Sorry for scaring the
found
DM.
it. Wait. What'd you say?
I said sorry for scaring the DM.
No, it's fine. I kind of already knew. Oh my god, girl. I had it. Where'd she go? On God? Hold on.
On God?
Yar. Because it is something that I know I have, but I don't want to message them about it because that might give my whole ass away. Hold on. I'm checking one more thing because I know it's in here somewhere. Okay. Hold on. It's really funny because I have it saved. While I think on this, what else were you thinking of doing?
I think like for the sake of like giving the DM time, maybe Blair gets like really scared of like, oh shit, what did I just do? Slams the laptop and it's like that was a bad idea. And that kind of forces her to get up. Like she does have that chronic fatigue, but that maybe snapped her out of it just enough to be like, I need to preoccupy myself with something else. And so that's when I think she'd start getting dressed, start getting ready for the day, kind of like in this weird kind of like high-strung behavior, like combs out her hair, just getting into the motions, thinking about like, okay, maybe I should talk to Adalia today, or go talk to Lucia and get her help. I should do these, like just like trying to not think about that.
Well, you immediately finally get a response back, and you asked for its name, correct?
Yeah.
It thinks a little bit, and we'll see if you pick this up, Maddie, out of character.
Okay.
It pauses for a moment and goes, I think you remember who I am. Once upon a time, I think you called me, Eugene? But you can just call me, but you can also call me Corinthios. I don't know if you remember that name.
Do I know Corinthios?
I don't know, do you? Not in character, no. But as you, Maddie?
No! No, Fresh! I grab your fucking, like, your meaty little neck. Is Corinthios the name of the No, it can't be.
I don't know. Shrugs, smiles at you sweetly.
Fresh, that can't be the name that I'm thinking of.
I don't know.
The fanfiction I commissioned for, like, last year.
I smile at you. I don't know.
I'm gonna throw up. No, Veggie from the Bible? No.
From the Bible? That's Corinthians.
Commissioned Ro. That's Corinthians. I commissioned Ro last year for like a really saucy Archivist fanfiction. And they used a headcanon name. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. Because Ro was like, I used this name because I just thought it sounded cool. I was like, I don't know the activist's actual name. Fuck you.
What's wrong?
That's like if I'm recalling correctly. Maybe I'm tweaking. Oh, I don't know. I'll have to look at the fanfiction again. Whatever. So anyways. Blair doesn't know who Corinthios is. No. But she does recognize Eugene, and is like, she kind of like gets sat back down, finally like dressed up as Phoebe, kind of like not feeling great, like not feeling good, not feeling like she's ready to tackle the day, as she's like notices that there's a notification on there again, and it's like kind of panicking because to her knowledge, nobody besides her, Darian, and like Adalia are isekai here. Mm-hmm. This was not something on her conspiracy board initially.
No.
No, not at all. So she sees like the name Eugene and realizes, wait, memories. I'm seeing memories before the farm, like what I wanted to do as a kid, blah, 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 blah. And she texts him back like Eugene as in my old friend. And then she realizes before that he's called himself an old friend, and she just kind of like pauses and like just can't really form the words. Like she's getting choked up. Like she cannot process that like someone that she's known from her past is also potentially here. It sounds too good to be true. Mm-hmm. So like it's like that fear of like, is this the forest? Am I being fucked with? And she says, okay, I think that's good. If not, I'm sorry you're also here. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry, can you give me a moment? And then she just, like, she can't. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I think she's going to ghost this man. I love him. Love you, Eugene. I think Blair might have to ghost him for a bit, even though, like, she would definitely want to talk to somebody that knows her as Blair, but I don't think she can right now.
Yeah. He would end up going, "Oh, yeah, of course, take your time, smiley face. I guess I'll just be here."
I guess I'll just be here. Stop guilting me! No. Okay. So yeah, Blair, I guess sees all of that go down, realizes that there might be other people out there that could be from their past, and immediately goes to go find Adalia.
Yeah. I mean, like, Adalia and, Darian are, in fact, other people, who were in their lives.
Okay,
Yeah,
so.
we sure were.
But yeah, you, get up, finally, pushing past any of the pain that you may or may not feel through it.
How do you spell the name?
Corinthios? Let me check, because I did, in fact, write that down. Here we go. It's gonna be so funny if I get, like, a DM from Ro going, "What the fuck did you do?" Because you, like, spammed her or some shit. Yeah, okay. Corinthios.
That's a bomb-ass name, thank you.
It is a pretty baller name.
I mean, we gotta thank Ro for it.
Yeah.
I won't lie, I never would have thought of it. Now, that's not to say that's his real name. He just says you can call him by that.
Ooh.
He's just gaslighting me. So he doesn't want to be called Eugene, he wants to be called Corinthios.
He can be called whatever.
He just thought the name was cooler.
Okay, true.
He is down to be called whichever you are most comfortable with. He is just aware. He just thinks, for whatever reason, you might find that name familiar.
Oh, it's like, I don't know, maybe I'm Eugene, like,
He says you can call him by Eugene or Corinthios, whichever you remember him by.
Scary. Okay.
Smiles.
Alright, I put my whole ass on the desk. Okay, that's one theory that I have been thinking about for a very long time. My next theory is that Summer's Gale, but we'll get to that eventually. Anyways! I'm gonna go find Adalia now.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, go ahead. You go over, find Adalia, and Adalia, what are you doing?
I think with the amount of time Phoebe took, I am now, like, crawling through my room trying to figure out what shit she had and just kind of sort it into different categories.
Okay. Yeah. For the first time in, like, a good while, actually, Blair, you walk out into the common area and do not see Adalia, in her little pile, on the couch, but in fact, in her room for the first time.
Oh, shit. Like, she sees that. And, like, is the room looking nice? Like, how does the room look?
It has been a disaster. She's trying to make it less disaster, but it's just kind of like shifting it around.
Okay. I think regardless of what Adalia is doing, she's gonna walk up, not say anything to you, and just, like, pull you into, like, a really awkward hug that's really tight that y'all have never hugged before, but, like...
No, she's so confused. She is so confused.
Yeah, I think she's confused too. She doesn't like hugging people, but I don't know. It was like muscle memory.
Yeah.
It's like two corpses hugging each other and they both got like rigor mortis.
Yeah, she's just standing there. She doesn't even hug you back. I think for a second, I think she just autopilots into like, "Good morning, Phoebe."
Good morning. Sorry. Are you cleaning your room right now?
Oh yeah, I figured I'd clean it out. Do you need a hug? Do you need She kind of like shifts her arms a little bit.
Yeah, and then she just kind of like does it again, like awkwardly, kind of like, yeah, and she's like,
All right, yeah.
Accepts the hug.
All right, yeah, yay, friendship, yay, give her a hug, final.
Yeah. Okay. And like, I think she just stands there for a moment, and without like looking at you, she kind of just says like, Adalia, I think we're not alone.
Not alone as in there's someone in our dorm, or not alone as in she kind of gestures wildly around the place?
No, like, we're not the only... Me, you, and Darian, we're not the only ones that are from a different world.
Got it. Quick question, how do you know exactly?
That stranger that has been texting me, you remember my breakdown, my mental breakdown in the forest where I was seeing things and was talking to someone named Eugene?
Yeah, I think I remember it. I think I do remember it, yes.
Well, I've been getting texts from him. He says that he's here. I just don't know where.
Okay, so he said he's here. It's not just the phone.
No, not just the phone. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm being messed with. Like maybe it's some weird like illusion or forest nonsense.
No,
but
I don't think the phone is an illusion or forest nonsense. I'm just wondering where he's contacting you from. All right.
Exactly, right? I don't know. So that maybe there's more. Maybe there's other people out there that are also stuck here. I don't know. But I want to start taking this more seriously, and I haven't been in the best frame of mind for it. I'm sorry. I want to start acting like we're a team. Can we figure this out together?
Yeah, of course. If you want to talk about any discoveries or anything, I'm here. Darian's gone. He's abandoned us, but I'm here.
Meanwhile, he's like,
fine.
Man, I sure do love my friends. It's a shame that they woke up late.
he's like out there getting us gifts or something, like la la la.
I know.
Wow, look at these flowers. I'm sure that like my friends are gonna love these. Oh my gosh. Okay. She just kind of nods and it's like, yeah. I think you're a good friend, and I want to be a good friend for you too. I'm sorry that I get so fixated on just trying to get us out, but if it's okay with you, can we at least try and maybe make a plan to protect ourselves and maybe protect others? I don't feel comfortable knowing that somebody had broken into this dorm and that could potentially be other threats that are on the school grounds. I do want to figure this out, but also I should be more careful about how I do it.
No, there's a lot of things wrong with this school. I can't blame you for maybe dropping a couple. For what it's worth, I think you've been doing fine. I think your previous body was on some substances that might be making it harder for you, but we can start planning. We can start being a little more proactive. I'm fine with that.
Okay. Sorry, I won't distract you from your cleaning. I won't get. It's fine. It's fine. We can talk about this later. I think I do need to just get out of here and get my mind off of everything. Do you need my help at all? Like, is there anything that like I can do for you and we can work together? I can't think right now.
Well, not right now. I'm still planning it out, but I could use your help for an errand real quick.
Okay, yeah, what is it?
You have a class with that Vogt boy, right?
With the who boy?
Thiessen.
Yeah, I do have a class with him.
Alright, well, he lost someone he cares about quite a bit, and I happen to have her stuff, so I figured I might give him some of it back. At any chance you could take it to him next time you have a class with him, just after I've gotten it sorted?
Oh, yeah, I can definitely do that. I don't really know where his dorms. I feel like I could find his dorms if you really wanted me to.
Oh, no, just when it's convenient, bring it to class with you or whatever.
Okay, yeah, I can do that. Thanks. I mean, no, yeah, okay, I'll do it.
Alright, thank you.
And she just kind of like takes the items and puts it away. And above game, Blair knows the story, right? With the Dahlia and like Thiessen and like how
She has not told you. No, she's told you some of it. I don't know.
I think you told me
how much
you guys broke it off, quote unquote.
Yeah, I didn't explain maybe everything about that conversation, but like the things I remember telling Blair about were yeah, Thiessen and I broke it off, number one. Number two, he explained that apparently Adalia gets switched around and I'm the third one.
Got it. I was also there though when Darian saw that crazy vision about like the fire and everything.
Oh yeah, no, you were super there.
Yeah. So to Blair, she has an inkling that the previous Adalia did something really fucked up. That's all she knows.
Alright.
Yeah. So
yeah.
But she's not gonna pry right now. That's like she'll try not to at least, and she'll go about her day. She'll let you clean. But yeah, I think I'm good. I'm gonna go find Lucilia.
Yeah, Lucilia.
Yeah. I just sent her away.
No, I can say that like she's just like outside or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crying.
Cry. No. I'm gonna give her a job. Blair just kind of shuffles outside and looks at Lucilia, and is like, "Good morning. Can I get your help with something?"
She kind of perks up at that. As you address her, she goes, Lady Starfall, of course. What would you need?"
I might have overheard that about the marketplace, and I wanted to know more about what type of items they can sell.
I can get you a catalog if you'd like.
That would be perfect, actually. Shut. She's about to like have like a meltdown and then impulse purchase everything. That was good, but.
Where's your money?
I mean, she's a noble. I mean, I think she has probably money. I don't know.
Yeah. She nods. And she goes, I can get you a catalog right away. I believe we have some down somewhere in the staffing room. Is there anything else I could do for you? Maybe she eyes Adalia. Maybe some help with cleanup. Maybe.
All right. Right now, I'm just sorting things into piles. I could use help with that.
Okay. Yes, of course. I'll be right back. And unless you guys need anything from her, she will scurry off and get a little catalog for y'all.
Yay! How long will the catalog take?
Probably not long. You can probably do like a decent amount of cleaning Adalia before she starts coming back.
Yeah. Oh, I get it. So, part of what I want to do is finally look through Adalia's stuff for like...
Yeah.
What does she have? I remember the bear.
Yes, there is the bear. There's a lot of dresses, a lot of bows, a lot of frills.
I remember that.
A good amount, like, there was the sketchbook, but there's also, like, a decent amount of other drawings. All, not just of Idalia. A lot of them are Idalia, but, like, then some of them will be of Annette, or Diana, or, I want to say even, like, Phoebe. You can tell, not very fond of Phoebe, it seems.
I was gonna ask, how badly did she draw Phoebe?
See, here's the thing. She drew Phoebe really well, but then she began to draw Phoebe with different other facial features, almost as if she is considering something.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like, here's the thing, like, she'll draw Phoebe, and then she'll draw Phoebe in Idalia's dresses.
Interesting.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Totally not planning to switch places with you. Don't worry about it.
No, never. No, what? She maybe has drawn, like, Darian once, and not very well, I will be honest. It does not seem like she has any interest in Darian. She's drawn a lot of other people. Sometimes she will draw people with other facial features and in their clothing. Phoebe is a good, decent amount of them. I will not lie.
What the fuck?
I am going to set those aside and decide whether or not I should show the current Phoebe. Are there any written notes? Did she write anything?
Honestly, not really. You can tell that whatever, like, there's nothing from her mom, nothing from her, to her mom or anything of the sort. Whatever, like, relationship she had with her family, or specifically just her mom, it does not seem like those two were close at all.
No, I remember asking this before and there was nothing, but I'm doing a deep clean, so I wasn't sure if it would be different.
Yeah, no, there's still not much. You do find, like, chess. It seems like she had, like, an interest in chess, and she seems to be a very intellectual person, like, enjoyed that kind of stuff a lot. She had, like, little games and whatnot. She partook in a lot of, like, painting and the arts. She never did any sceneries, I'll tell you that much, though.
Yeah, I was wondering how many of these were sceneries.
No, all portraits. Some
portraits.
even animals, weirdly enough.
You know what? Those are the ones that I will hold on to hang up.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. You can keep those, no problem. You also feel
are there
like
any?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, go ahead.
No, you go first.
I was gonna ask, are there any of Thiessen?
Thiessen, surprisingly, not really. There might be, like, maybe one or so. Weirdly enough, though, any you found of Thiessen has been, like, scribbled out. Like,
okay.
And then she'll try again, and then that was scribbled out. And, like, weirdly enough, like, they would all look, like, all the same until it got to, like, the facial features, and all of those, like, slightly differ. And then, like, you could tell they were, like, abandoned and scribbled out.
Huh. Okay. Okay, very strange.
Very odd, very peculiar, maybe?
Yeah, very, very peculiar. Any other stuff?
Any other stuff?
Yeah.
Decent, in terms of letters, you'll get letters from Diana and Annette a lot, actually. A lot of them are just like, oh, I'm writing to you about this, that, or the other, or here's these notes for this, that, and the other, or it'll be, like, useless gossip, like, here's who's kissing who. Also, again, a decent amount about Phoebe.
What are they saying about Phoebe?
Nothing in particular. It's more so of, had you seen Lady Phoebe? She wore this dress. Oh my gosh, this dress is not her color at all. I feel like This would be, you know what? Like, you were so right. I think pink would suit Lady Phoebe far better. And frills and ribbons. I don't know where you got that from, but that's such a good idea. That's so odd. But yeah, Lady Phoebe doesn't look good in this, or Lady Phoebe shouldn't be acting like this. It'd be so, like, a lot of it is like slight bullying, a lot of gossip really, but also a lot of like Annette and Diana like kind of recounting some encounters they've had with the previous Adalia, going, yeah, you know what, now that you mention it, you're right, I think Phoebe would like look great with like frills. If only she had that taste, or like she would be so much better if she were a little bit more vain. If only she had like a personality like yours, Lady Adalia. A lot of comparisons?
Cool. I'm setting those aside too.
Yeah.
I guess the only thing that's going in the give to thieves in box is literally just going to be the bear. I don't think he needs the abandoned scribbles.
Yeah, all up to you. There's...
You know what? No, fuck it. I'll put in the abandoned scribbles too. That's
just
fine.
gonna think it's a low-key threat.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, absolutely.
I'm adding in a note. Don't worry, I'm adding in a note. That'll prove it's not threatening at all.
Oh, absolutely. You actually feel bad about your handwriting, so you cut it out of little magazine clippings.
Yeah, exactly.
Look, and it says, this is you.
My handwriting is okay, but my magic pen tends to write for me, and I don't like it as much. Yeah. So we're just gonna get a little newspaper.
Yeah,
and work with that.
No, absolutely. As you are doing all of this, you feel kind of like the wiggle in your pocket, knowing that it's your pen.
Yeah, I'll take her out and give her a quick like, hi, what's going on?
She kind of like she pops up more happy than ever, as always, and she starts scribbling down, doing a deep clean ?
Yeah, I am finally fixing this room so I can live in it.
I like the pinks, sad face.
Okay, listen, I'm going to be changing the pink. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to change the pink. It's gonna stay pink, but it's maybe not going to be this shade.
There's a pause as it tries to like kind of consider, like it taps the little tip on the paper a little bit and then goes, pastel pink ?
Pastel could be nice. I'm thinking like a light cloudy pink.
Another tap. That's doable, maybe. maybe with bows ?
No bows.
Sad face. Very sad face. Another sad face. Another sad face. Another sad face.
I think I'm politely not acknowledging some things about the pen.
No, absolutely. The pen then goes, are you giving all of this back to Thiessen?
I'm just giving whatever it would, I guess, remind him.
He probably won't be happy.
He seemed pretty bummed that she died. Would he not want a keepsake?
Would he be sad or relieved?
I mean, that depends. Was she, like, blackmailing him or something? Or was... They seemed close? Seemed? He seemed pretty desperate for her approval?
I don't know.
I think you do know.
I don't know! Smiley face.
Right, well... And it's probably better to try to do the nice thing. And you know what? If it upsets him, that's not my problem anymore. I fixed that.
You fixed that. Whatever. It doesn't really say anything back, but, like, kind of hops back into your pocket.
I'll give it a little pat.
Pat. Yeah.
Some other stuff I'm definitely keeping for Annette.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, the letters definitely, she has a few sketches. You do notice, like, a decent amount of presents do come from Diana and Annette. Like, there's other stuffed animals, there's some art supplies that the two had gifted Adalia, definitely a few dresses and whatnot, a lot of personal belongings, seem to be gifts from them, mostly because like you'll see like, oh, like written on the back of like maybe like a paint box, it'd be like, oh, from Annette, or in the dress on the tag it would be like, oh, from Adalia, or not from Adalia, from Diana, which is kind of interesting that like the previous Adalia kept a lot of the tags for these.
Yeah, she better have been treating those girls nicely.
I mean, like,
I know she wasn't, but
they're sticking to her regardless. Who knows?
Yeah. These poor people. Anyways.
Alright. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Aside from write the quick note like, hey, here's something to remember her by, note for Thiessen. No. I do think I'd also do like a sell, don't sell pile. Okay. I don't need most of her games and stuff.
Yeah. You can probably just throw out a good amount of that. Lucilia also suggests that you could also probably sell some of them.
Yeah. The paintings?
Not the paintings, but some of like Idalia's belongings. That would be like, old puzzles, because she was a very inquisitive person. Some of her puzzles, maybe some of her books, depending on what you think would be good or not. The dresses definitely might go for a good penny.
Yeah, the dresses I will sell if anyone will fucking buy these.
Who fucking knows? They are very
Yeah, you know what? Maybe I'll ask for Lucilia's help to find a buyer for these awful things.
Yeah, she can probably help and see. If anything, there might be a few tailors that like might take it as like an ambitious project to make it not ugly.
Yeah. You know what? At that point, you are buying fabric. Take fabric.
Take the fabric at that point. Yeah. But is there anything else?
No.
Perfect. All right.
I will say, all of this will be stacked in the living room until she can get rid of it.
Oh, perfect. Are you actually going to be sleeping on your bed now, though?
I sold the bed. I still don't have a bed.
Oh, you sold the bed. Oh, shit. You don't have a bed.
But I will get Lucilia's help to move my couch into the room.
I think you'll need more than just you two. I will not lie. You are very, very weak. And Lucilia cannot do that alone.
I'm going to call Phoebe back. Did she, like, leave?
Phoebe, Are you still there?
I didn't leave yet.
Phoebe, help me move my couch, Phoebe.
Sure.
It's not even your couch. It's y'all's shared couch.
Yeah. No, it's mine now.
It's fine. Like, the Dahlia uses it the most.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not like y'all could sit on it anymore. She kind of claimed it.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Both of y'all, give me a strength check, Adalia, with you disadvantage, and then I will also have Lucilia help y'all. But let's take the average out of that. Oh boy.
8.
Oh boy. Ah, she got a 4!
Oh no.
Dog, y'all are not moving this damn fucking couch.
Oh no.
Y'all are not moving this fucking couch. I'm so sorry.
Okay. Phoebe?
Yes?
I need you to get the archivist to move this couch.
Is it really him? Is that the only guy you can grab?
That's the only strong man I can think of that I am okay with having in the storm. We are not fucking calling Thiessen to move my couch.
She responds like, what? And nearly like stubs her toe on the fucking couch. Just to move this couch?
Yeah, we're not moving it.
Yeah, I mean, like, I was gonna go out anyways. I can do that.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
So, Blair, what would you like to do?
Hard sign.
Hard sign?
Well, hard sign. Thank you, Veggie. I would love for you guys to gossip about me behind my back. So, anyways, fucking Blair's like, is there anything else? I can get going right now. I'll get my stuff.
Nope, we just need my giant coworker.
Okay. I'm gonna go run some more errands. But I'm gonna go and do things. And then she just, like, fucking leaves.
It just leaves, yeah. Yeah. You've clearly been put to a task, sadly. Sadly, or, you know, who knows. But as you do so, you walk down, Blair. I need you to make a quick perception check.
Okay, please be a better roll than an 8.
Oh, Adalia, are you gonna come with her or not?
I think that Veggie's from BRB.
Oh, B.O.B. Never mind. Oh,
A
she
14.
said get the water. 14? So you see this clearly enough. As you, like, hit the base of the stairs at the end of the dormitory...
wait, sorry. I would like to go with her, because, like,
Sure.
like I said, he's my coworker.
Yeah.
I can talk to him.
Oh, absolutely. Okay. Then you, Adalia, also make a perception check for me.
Alright, let me get my sheet up. Can I see? Let me see.
A 14?
14.
Wow, what are you doing?
We're both matching. Twinsies! Twinsies!
Yeah, an 8 and then a
Twinsies, oh my
14 together. Okay. Y'all girl bossing. Are y'all
Yeah.
are y'all in sync?
Oh,
I
are
rolled
we
a
in
7 and then an 8.
Are the
Oh my God.
moons aligned? But yeah. So Adalia and Blair, you see this pretty easily, because he's extremely obnoxious about it.
Oh no.
No.
As you come to the base of the stairs, you see, oh, my love, Phoebe. You know who this is.
I literally, like, monotone immediately go to turn to Adalia, look her deadpan in the face, is like, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna do it.
In front of
Hey,
him.
Summer, how good are you at lifting?
Asking about my upper body strength? Not to brag, but I can. And he flips his hair back, and you can see, like, for whatever reason, glitter come out of it as he, like, smiles. I'm quite reliable in the strength department.
Okay, perfect. We were gonna go get someone, but actually, if you can help move a couch upstairs, that would be greatly appreciated.
Move a couch?
Yeah, a couch. We can't move it.
Well, why not just get your servants to do that?
We asked our maid. She also couldn't move it.
Oh. Well, I mean, he looks at you, Blair. If that is
That's
something
exactly what I'm counting on.
that you would like me to do.
Yes.
Are you, like, saying that through, like, gritted teeth?
Yeah! Yes!
I'm gonna make, like, a weird insight check on him, see if he notices or if he even fucking cares at this point. Because there's a chance he might not even fucking... He does not care.
You're gonna laugh. I was planning to manipulate him into helping move my shit just so I could watch him struggle. This is perfect.
Fun. Okay, perfect. Yeah, he is more than willing to help. So if you guys are not going to grab the archivist, he will be more than likely to help unless you guys want to also grab the archivist. All up to y'all.
I kind of want to grab the archivist because I know he's not gonna do it.
You don't think he's gonna do it?
I don't think that twink can do it, no. But I want to watch him suffer.
We can try, yeah.
So are you guys gonna watch Summer do it by himself and then grab the archivist? Or are you gonna grab the archivist before?
Well, I'll try, but is Summer gonna let her?
Yeah, he'll let her. He will be waiting by your fucking dorm room though.
Okay.
I'm tempted to set you guys to task and then try to go get the archivist myself. Or
Okay.
send one of us to go get him.
No, she doesn't want to talk to she doesn't even want to talk to Summer right now. She doesn't want to talk to the archivist, but she's gonna help you move her couch.
We're gonna bait and switch Summer. We're gonna get him upstairs and moving the couch, and then you're gonna go find the archivist.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I just really like the thought that he got really excited to think that, like, he would get to show off his strength. So here he is skipping up the damn fucking stairs, and then he's waiting for y'all, only for Adalia to come up and go, yo, what's up? All right, start moving that couch, pretty boy.
No, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah, in that case, Blair, do you want to grab the archivist?
I guess so. I guess, like if that's what Adalia told me to do, I'm doing it.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So you go down to the library and the observatory, and it is fairly busy. It's a weekend, so it kind of makes sense a lot of people would be here hanging out and studying. You do immediately see Aster kind of working the shelves. She sees you and she lights up. I don't know... When was the last time you were in the library?
I don't know. It's been a while.
I would say it's been a while because here's my reasoning is like a lot of your weekends had been like eaten up by the theater practice.
Yes.
So I want to say that like this is the first time like in a good few weeks, maybe like a month or so that like you've been in here. So as you enter, Aster kind of like lights up and she goes, "Oh, Lady Starfall, it's been a while."
Hey, Aster, yeah. I haven't been to the library. I'm sorry that, like, theater practice has been taking up most of my time. How have you been?
I've been amazing, actually. Ever since that, animal pact magic test has been working out for us, we've gotten a lot more students interested in it, which is really nice to know. There's a lot of animals around here and in the forest that come and go, so it's really nice to see that a lot of people are interested in animal care.
Oh, that's so cool. Man, I do love animals, but I don't think they love me. But I'm so glad that other students are getting acquainted with the pack magic.
Ever since Summer put on that show for you, it drew in a lot of people.
The world works in funny ways. I'm glad that there's something positive that came out of that.
Yeah, it was really nice. So I'm glad that you and Summer could really kind of put together and make the classes a lot more successful and populated. Now I have a lot more students. Now it'd be nice to have you guys help out again, but I know you got all that work with the theater, and you probably will have another thing afterwards, and another thing, and another thing, until you graduate, probably.
Yeah. Ben, I guess that's kind of how it is here. We're just very busy.
Just a smidge busy. That's all right. Don't worry. Well, I'll say, if you need anything, just let me know. I know my brother's been looking for you guys, though.
What? Oh, I've been looking for Solus. Where is he?
Oh, you could probably find him, probably in the main building within the cafeteria. You can probably find him there. He's usually just been gorging his little feelings down. He hasn't been getting a lot of drama recently, so he's been feeling bad.
Wow, it's really a pro hater, huh?
He is. It takes a lot of work and a lot of mental fortitude to be as much as a hater as Solus is, and I really love him for that.
I respect it too. I'm gonna talk to him then later. But do you know where the archivist is?
Oh yeah, he's in his office.
Great.
Be careful about the office, though.
What about it?
You will see.
Okay. I'll see you around, Aster.
Yeah, bye-bye. And she kind of waves you off, but then she's like extremely happy about you trying to go into the office.
Did you think it's funny? Like, is she like giggling or something?
Yeah, she's giggling. You don't know about what though.
Okay. Yeah, Blair's just gonna go to the office, assuming like, oh, there's probably frogs in here again.
Yeah, probably. Maddie.
Yeah.
What animal is Blair slightly afraid of?
That's a good question. I gotta think really hard.
Like, not
for a second.
like dangerous, but like icky, gross, don't want to be there.
Okay, specifically animals. Fuck, man. I have to think really hard. Because like Blair wanted to be like such a farm girl, horse girl. Yeah. But like she definitely must have had like a specific phobia.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have to. I want this to be like funny specific if it was the case though.
Yeah. Watch it be like rabbits or something.
Rabbits? Rodents are actually pretty solid. I think that like. This is gonna be really specific. Mole rats.
Mole rats? Wow. Okay, yeah, no, that's fine. Absolutely. So, Blair,
Yeah.
you are stepping up into the whatchamacall, onto the office door, and before you can knock, you go, no, you can't eat that, no, god damn it! And you can hear the archivist kind of yelling as, like, you hear, like, some kind of whatchamacall, a bit of a tussle happening on the other side.
Okay. There's no window to this door. Does she have to, like, open it to, like, peep through?
Yeah.
Okay, she's gonna try and creak the door open, try not to disturb the fight.
Immediately. Give me just a general dex.
Okay. Dex. Okay.
10. No, you do not. I'm sorry if this is a little bit weird. You crack the door open, and immediately there is a flood of mole rats that scurry out, and a few, like, walk over your shoes, so you kind of feel their little bald feet kind of scurry around you and through past your dress, as these mole rats with their little long ass teeth and their beady little eyes and their naked ass body begin to scurry and escape into the library. You can hear Aster go, "Aw, shucks," as you see the archivist trying to rustle an old book out of one of the mole rats' mouths.
Oh my god.
He is, like, covered in these little naked babies.
Ew. Like, I think she would outwardly have that reaction. She's like, ew, yucky, oh!
Immediately, the archivist, like, grows red in the face, as he's, like, trying to, like, push these rats off. He goes, Blair! I mean, not Blair. Sorry, fuck. He did not actually say that. He would not say that. I'm so sorry.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
I am absolutely sure he would not say that. Phoebe! Oh! Lady Phoebe, I'm so sorry. As he's, like, trying to, like, brush off these fucking rats. And he's, like, standing. And there's just, like, these rats pulling at his feet. And he's holding, like, a half-eaten book. And he goes, Lady Phoebe, I did not expect you to be— Ow! As he, like, wrenches back and one of them, like, bit his shoe.
She's like, you know what? Do you know that meme of, like, this person at the Ring doorbell camera, and, like, that's, like, yelling at the person on the other side, and they say cream of mushroom, and then the other person starts, like dry heaving because, like, they're so disgusted by the phrase cream of mushroom.
Yeah.
That's how Blair feels about mole rats. Like, it's uncontrollable, like, sick, nauseous feeling whenever she sees them. So, like, she's, like, covering her mouth, like, why are there so many mole rats here?
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Here. He like steps out and kind of like tries to cram the mole rats back into the office as he shuts the door. And there's still like a mole rat hanging on like the butt of his pants or something. As he goes, yeah, sorry. Aster here, our friend Aster, has been experimenting with mole rats by digging directly into the ground of the schoolyard. And she's been collecting them, and I have not told her to put them elsewhere yet. So, my apologies. What can I do for you? As he's, like, trying to awkwardly, like, look prim and proper again. His hair's a little bit messed up. His hair's always a little bit messed up. He clearly looks like, whatchamacall? He looks very disoriented. It looks like he's been fighting these rats for a good hot minute.
Let's see. I'm assuming you're really busy right now.
Honestly, not really. Those rats ate the project I was working on for 2 weeks, so that is to say I'm a little bit freer now. So, yes.
Whoa.
Yeah, yes. As he just kind of, like, awkwardly just kind of shrugs. But, what can I do for you?
It's a very random request, but,
Yes.
my roommate, Adalia, we can't move the couch in our dorm, and she really, really, really wants the couch to be moved into her room. We've been trying to move it, and she said that you're the only person that could get this done. So I'm asking for your help to move a piece of furniture, basically.
He's, like, surprised by that. He didn't expect that. I mean, of course, yes. I thought this was gonna be about the missing invention thing. Did you happen to find that yet?
We did in fact find it. It's Lazar's invention is a pair of scrunchies.
A pair of what?
They're like hair bands, like accessories. They're hair accessories. They don't do anything. That's his invention. It was 2 hair accessories.
All right. He's like thinking about it and just like slowly just nods over and goes, "That's not what I expected of Lazar, but he's been a little weird, but all right. Well, regardless, since I am now a little bit more free with my time, I can see about helping you, if you still need it."
I think so. Yeah, we would love to get your help. Can I insight check him?
Yeah,
I want to insight check him right now.
Yeah.
Come on, Blair. Please, for the love of God. 21! 21!
Wow. Okay. So the thing about him is that he does not seem as surprised as you thought he would be. When you said like, oh yeah, they were scrunchies, he was like, what is that? Oh, that makes sense. Also, well, like, it's clear he doesn't know all of it, but he's not too surprised with Lazar's weird behavior. On top of that, you can tell that sure, he might be like fudging if he's actually busy or not, because like even if he's like usually free, you saw like a pile of books, you know, this man is constantly overworking, so he's he's just kind of agreeing because he wants to.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah.
Blair would kind of like look at his office, look back at him, it's like, are you sure you don't need to do anything else today?
No, I would actually like to step away from my office for a while, if that is all right.
Sure.
Yes.
That's all good. I'm assuming above table she was gonna go break away to go try and do her other little errands today, so I think she was just gonna try and send the archivist to Adalia and Summer and see what happens.
You're not gonna come up with... You're going to let Adalia be alone with these two fucking idiots?
She's going to psychologically torture these two. You know that, right?
I don't know what's funnier. Like, I think, like, it would be funny if we...
They're both pretty good. They're both pretty good.
Fresh, what's your opinion? Which one do you think is funnier?
What? For which?
Blair joining and going back to the dorm, or sending the archivist off to deal with Summer?
Honestly, I am fine with whichever you guys want to do. I legitimately, whatever you guys want to do.
I guess, main question, do you want Phoebe there to do damage control?
I guess, okay, for the sake of interacting with Adalia, including her more in the session with Blair, I think I would go back with,
I will also
with the
say, this will be the first time the archivist and Summer will be interacting.
I need to be here for this! Okay, I need to be there for that.
Like, if I'm not, I could be wrong, but like this will be the first time the two of them are kind of like forced to really interact with one another.
You're correct. You're correct. I have to be here for this. Never mind. She goes and she'll walk the archivist back, but I still want to make sure that there's enough time in the day for her to talk to Solus.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. You guys just imagine that there's like more than enough time. I'm not putting like, well, the day ends when we want the day to end, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, so don't worry. You'll be quite all right. But yeah, Blair, you walk the archivist back up to your dorm. I think you've brought him up there before, so he kind of knows the way.
For the conspiracy theory talk they had.
Oh yeah. So he kind of knows the way and whatnot. And as you are doing so, you guys are going up the stairs and you can hear Summer's obnoxious fucking voice as he is probably mansplaining something really stupid to you, Veggie. Idalia, how have you mentally been holding up as Summer has been talking your ear off? He's done that quite a few times because again, you two share the etiquette
he does
class.
That a lot.
Yeah, so he's trying like really hard to get in good with you.
I am fully just fucking with him. I'm asking the dumbest possible. Like he wants to mansplain things. I'm going full Philomena Kunk here. I am asking dumb questions.
I mean, he's really more than open to that because he thinks you're that dumb, probably.
And you know what? That might actually benefit me because he's not about to see it coming that I'm torturing him.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, no, for real. But yeah, so the entire time as you are going up these stairs, he is going on and on and on. Blair, as you're walking up with the archivist, you could see him, like, his face, like, sours a little bit, and he goes, is that Lord Summer? As he's, like, kind of dragging, like, the name a little bit. He seems really annoyed.
I did not think he'd still be here.
Wait. Was he here earlier?
Yeah, I think Adalia was trying to distract him.
Oh my. He does not look too pleased, but like he stays fairly polite as you and the archivist reach back up to your dorm. Adalia, you see the archivist and Blair once again, as Summer has been talking your ear off nonstop since you two came up the stairs. And Summer sees you and lights the fuck up Blair as he goes, "Ah, Lady Phoebe, why, what had taken you so long? I'd come up the stairs and I turned around to see you not there."
That's crazy. I went to go get assistance for the furniture.
Oh, you grabbed another servant. Perfect. Wonderful. Well then, and he points at the archivist. Well, since you have gotten the help here, you can start moving the couch for us. And in the meantime, we can probably have your
Summer,
lovely little maid have us fix a nice cup of coffee. Yes, my dear friend.
Oh, but Lord Summer, I thought you had much to boast in upper body strength. Why don't you help our poor
yes,
servant?
Of course. But is that not the purpose of the help, maybe?
Listen, the help can only do so much.
The archivist goes, "Hold on, I'm not the help. Hold on."
I'm putting a hand up. I'm putting a hand up to stop
the
archivist.
He's pointing. But like he heard it, and the archivist points at you, and Dahlia goes, "Wait, you know I'm not the help, right?"
I lean in a little close and I go, "Shut up! I need to see this happen."
Okay. Yeah. He boasts. He kind of like puffs up his chest. He goes, "You know what? Fine. If I need to prove myself in such a way, I do not mind. However, if the help is here, I will not be moving the entire couch to your room, seeing as there is someone for that specifically, but I will indeed show off my skill." As he is going to now roll a little strength check. Oh, actually, he rolled pretty decent.
Okay, maybe we have to give it to him.
Yeah, you three watch as he ends up being able to like move. He's not picking it up, but he manages to like drag and move it, not with relative ease, but for like a really decent and heavy couch. You haven't been able to pick it up with the help of Lucilia, but you watch as this blonde little twink of a man kind of moves it a little bit. But he does seem pretty winded after, as he moves it a little bit and then like drops it and goes, well, as you can see, I am more than capable, but there is no need for me to strain myself. And we have
I'm not letting him get away with that shit. I do while he's pushing, I go, mind that you don't leave tracks on the floor, just to try to get him to try to lift it.
You want him to try again?
Yeah.
Well,
I want him to suffer.
If you are so insistent, he is going to try. Okay. Not that great this time. Turns out the first time he put a little bit too much oomph in it. He tries to pull it up, and you can see he drags it a little bit once again, and you can see his legs shake a little bit as he stops and goes, okay, well, it was not as successful, obviously, but it seems like there is quite a few things on this couch, as he's like trying to push away like some of the pillows and the comforters off onto the floor. Don't put my blankets on the floor. I do not see the need to keep it on if it is just adding needless dead weight onto it, because we need to help the servants do their best as well. As he gestures to the
I lean over to Archivist and is like, this is a load of barnacles.
The Archivist goes, Is this the clown show? I thought that was Darian's thing.
Whoa, this guy got jokes! This guy over here has jokes! That's crazy.
Mr. Joke Man over here.
Yeah, I'm trying not to laugh watching Summer right now.
Yeah, no, for real. But yeah, what would you, are you guys gonna let him try to continue to struggle, or are you guys gonna go let the Archivist try?
I'm gonna let the Archivist try.
Right.
I've gotten enough problems.
Yeah. Summer pulling back as he takes a handkerchief and tries to pat away his brow, and he kind of like wipe off a little bit of sweat. He goes, well, that was a little bit of a challenge, but I am sure no mortal man would, take that lightly, and then we're gonna have the Archivist. Ah! Y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He rolled in that 20.
Oh, he locked in. He locked the fuck in.
He rolled in. Okay. It's really funny.
It up with one hand.
So, okay. I was thinking, like, he has a pretty big modifier. His level's pretty high, so he can add a. Oh no, he don't need no modifier. He's fine. So you guys watch as the Archivist, without any hesitation, immediately picks up the whole damn thing with one arm, and he just like no sweat at all. Dahlia, he turns to you. So where did you want it?
Right, so in that room over there.
Okay, sure.
Just kind of by the wall near the front will do.
All right, fine. And you hear him like kind of stomp over, as he like drops the couch down. And Summer, who is still like trying to play it off, goes, the servants are quite helpful, are they not? Quite skilled, yes.
He's not a servant!
Do you say that?
Blair does say that, yeah.
Ooh, you do?
That's not a servant. Yeah, she says that. She says that at him. I would say yes.
Ooh. Summer is quite surprised by that as he kind of like tries to recollect himself and goes, "Oh, well, he must be a lower class student, is he not? Are you paying him to help move furniture of the sort?"
No.
Oh.
I just asked because he's my colleague.
Your colleague?
Yeah, I work at the library.
Lady Adalia, is library work just not a bit below you, perhaps?
Well, yeah, but I'm bored. I'm very bored here.
You are, and you've been making a good $15 an hour.
Yep.
And you've been working like, I don't know, I want to say like 30 hours a week, so not the worst.
Yeah, I've been making quite a bit for months now.
Yeah, you have a decent like cash flow on you now. Not like crazy amounts, but like a good decent. He's like fairly surprised by that as he goes, "Oh, fascinating. Well, he is still just a commoner student, so of course they would be skilled at the dirty work."
Are you being classist right now, Summer?
Do you also say that?
Yes!
He kind of sputters a little bit. Well, no, of course not. I find quite all students all students are capable of many things. It's just that some students of certain classes are capable of more things than others. Blink, 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 blink.
I don't know if that is inherently true by class, but people can be skilled of all kinds regardless of their background.
Yes, of course. No, absolutely. Yes, of course. But I am just saying that it is, he is quite skilled. And being an orc, not too surprising. Orcs are very, gifted in ways of strength. Yes.
Blair's gonna withhold what she was going to say. And just nods. But internally she's like, that's fucking racist.
Bro's a racist and classist.
Yes.
He's probably homophobic too somewhere. I don't know. Mm-hmm. He's a homophobic gay man. I don't know what to tell you. He's the most homophobic gay man you'll ever meet. But yeah. You, as he does that, the archivist kind of comes out and just like patting his like hands off and whatnot. So he comes back out, and he looks at you, Adelia, and he goes, "Oh, all right, it's in your room now. It's against the wall, perfect. Like you wanted it, right? Where'd your bed go?"
Don't worry about it.
What do you mean?
You sold it.
What? And like almost as if trying to like also be a part of the conversation, Summer lets out an overdramatic gasp because, "Oh, you sold it, Lady Valio?"
Yeah, it was getting pretty uncomfortable.
My, quite appalling. Did you in fact need a new bed, perhaps?
No need. We just put it in there.
Oh, the couch. He seems like dumbfounded by the couch.
Yes, it's quite nice. You should try it.
He kind of like sneers at that, goes, "I will have to pass for now."
Well, suit yourself.
Quite. As he just like, okay.
As Summer's just talking to Adalia, Blair's gonna like slink back over to the archivist and be like, "That was actually really sick."
He kind of like puffs out his chest a little bit, goes, "I mean, it's not that hard." he like, it's very clearly like kind of show it off a little bit.
You know what?
Oh my gosh!
He earned it.
Gosh! I'm like visibly twirling my hair. That's like, oh my gosh. So, do you usually she was about to like fall back into like.
Do you come here often?
She was about to fall into like I'm hitting out with a guy in a bar right now.
Baby in my room.
Oh, you're so funny.
You're so funny, huh? But no, she's like literally like eyeing him up and down. And Blair's like talking to him, and I'm trying to think of what she would like say next. But I was like, I mean, it's still impressive.
Bro didn't even like break a sweat or nothing.
Yeah, no, you didn't break a sweat. That was like like, I know I go to combat class and everything, but are you like skilled in other things physically? That sounded like an innuendo. I'm very sorry.
Do you actually apologize in character too?
I mean, I can. I realized after I said it, but she could say that out loud.
Yeah. He just kind of looks at you for a moment, and then says, "Oh, well, I won't say that I used to be very physically active before I was accepted into the university. I had heavy combat prowess, and the orc tribe that I had hailed from actually were very, in the nicest, politest way to put it, brutish by nature."
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't really give the vibes, as the cool kids would say, but I am not entirely, if you would believe it, I am actually the weaker of my tribe.
Oh, I didn't know that you came from such a background. I won't pry. But if you're ever interested, my last combat mentor has quit. So I don't know if you're interested in taking on any like mentees, but I would love to know any advice that you'd have for combat.
I could spare a few pieces of advice. He like opens up as he says, "Oh, and I'm retired. I will be honest that my physical prowess is not what it used to be, but I do remember some of the techniques."
That's okay. I don't expect you to, and to be honest, I don't think I'm built for heavy combat regardless either. So I'm not adept in combat, I would say, at all. But I still
built different.
Yeah, I have like other quirks, but like it's not like anything crazy. But I would love to just kind of get better at it. But if it's too much for you, I understand.
As you're trying to like actually talk up the archivist, you notice like Summer, who has been trying to like defend his pride to Idalia, has noticed you, Blair, as he goes, "I am actually quite skilled in prowesses of the swordsmanship," as he's like trying to interject into your fucking conversation.
Her face like concaves inward, like she looks like she just sucked a lemon. You said swords? I don't know if I really like use swords. It's not my favorite.
Well, I'm also quite skilled in hand-to-hand combat. And you look at him, you could tell he's not.
She doesn't like hand-to-hand either.
What? Then what?
I mean, like, I don't think. Okay, yeah, prove it. Fight me right now, Summer. Let's go.
What? Huh?
Yeah, like let's.
Now?
You can show me.
Oh, please, yeah. Duel in the dorm. Come on.
Hold on. As open as I would be, would it not be uncouth to would it not be uncouth to fight my dearest fiance? And he says that really, really loud.
I think it's not that big of a deal. I think
just us here.
Yeah, I really wanted to get better at combat. Blair wants to punch this man in the face. Blair wants to fucking hit this man.
Well, how about this? How about we meet tomorrow in the sparring room, and I will do an earnest fisticuffs. Non-lethal of sorts. But we can maybe make a wager out of it.
A wager? Sure. What would you like to wager for?
Well, what would you like to wager for? It's like he's kind of interested because it's like you didn't.
Yeah.
What are you doing? What was that laugh?
That's like him, like twirling his hair and giggling, like curling his toes, like. I would propose, like, I would like to raise the question to the team. What do you think Blair should wager for? Like, what would be really funny?
2 days where he doesn't say anything.
Oh my gosh.
He doesn't interact with y'all at all for 2 days.
Oh! I know! Blair's gonna put a hand on his shoulder. It's like, if I could beat you in a fight, you'll tell me what you were doing in the forest last night. How about that?
Oh, the archivist, like, the archivist very much is like, what? In the forest? He, like, looks at you.
Did Phoebe tell me about Summer in the woods? We did have our little debriefing session, right? We did. I don't
know. I think we all just crash out at the door, like, right after.
Oh boy. Then in that case, because I don't remember, I think I'm gonna join Archivist and going, what the fuck?
Yeah. Everybody's like, oh boy. He kind of pauses at that, before he goes, all right, well, He thinks for a moment. He goes, well, if that is the case, if I win... What would he want if you won? Or if he won?
Yeah, like, I want to know what the equal exchange here
Yeah,
is.
because that's an interesting thing. Ooh, you know what? He's gonna play it. He says that, and he goes, well, fine. But if I win, I want you to tell me, what is with this switch of attitude that you have? I want to know.
Switch of attitude? Oh, you mean, since the funny explosion that happened, like how
Since
that, you mean that?
the illusionary magic exam, more like.
Oh!
Since that entrance exam, your personality has shifted. In fact, it's almost as if, and he looks you dead in the eye, almost as if you both know, it's almost as if you're a different person.
Insight right now!
Give me that, yeah. 11.
Veggie, help!
I don't know if I can help you with this one. I might be suspicious. I don't know if I can assist.
What do you mean? He's obviously suspicious!
I mean, I could... Can I also roll an insight? I don't know.
Go for it. It's pretty obvious. He's being suspicious.
What's wrong with... Okay, 14.
Yeah, 14.
Not great, but not awful.
He's suspicious. That's all you can really tell.
So, fuck.
Oh,
wait, I forgot. You know what? Today we're not doing anything. Can I read his mind?
Oh, sure, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Does he have to make a save for that?
I don't think for the first level.
Okay.
Let me find here it is.
Alright, you can read thoughts and spell the action 30 feet. If the creature chooses intelligence, it does not work. You initially... Okay, just surface thoughts. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can dig deeper, but for now I'm just going surface.
Yeah, and they'll know if you do. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Alright, and if that is the case, you immediately read into his thoughts, and he immediately goes... you guys are pulling me in for a loop. This is funny. I did not expect this at all. In his thoughts, he goes, I know exactly who she is, but I need her to say it. I need to know how I can fix it.
Edge is gonna come back next session and it's like, what did I miss, gang?
Yeah, holy shit. I think I am going to do my best to keep a straight face and to not say shit or fuck.
Yeah.
I'll tell you later, Blair.
Summer will extend his hand out to you and wait if you would like shake it on those terms. The archivist is actually pretty concerned. Before you put out your hand to shake it, he puts his hand over your shoulder and he goes, Lady Phoebe, are you sure?
She's gonna do something kind of strange.
Oh.
She's gonna look at the archivist, and she's gonna do a spit handshake, like Haktua, and slap her hand against Summers.
Yes, Cat. He is not very happy with that, but he will give it a firm shake. You could just tell that his like expression shifts into a little bit of disgust. But
she has like a really competitive grin on her face now.
Yeah. But he will take it. So you two are on for a sparring session tomorrow.
Yep.
Sunday.
Yep.
So if that is the case, is there anything you guys would like to say before Summer humps and walks off?
No, I'll let him walk off.
All right. Well, he goes, and he looks at you very knowingly, Blair, as he goes, well, I hope you are prepared for tomorrow. And he walks off with a surprisingly very few amount of words. The archivist looks back and he goes, should I leave as well? I don't know what happened here. Are you sure about this?
No, I'm not sure.
What?
But he's been not answering any of my questions for him, and so I thought if he was gonna wager, I might as well use that as a way to actually get my answers from him. I don't know if I can beat him, you guys.
I was about to say he is actually very skilled.
Yeah.
If I am not correct, Lord Summer is very skilled in actual swordsmanship.
Yeah, look, Blair, if it makes you feel better, it might not make a difference.
Well, I mean, like, obviously, like, I mean, I don't know, because I want to win the wager still. Like, I would like to know. So I don't think it's like a lost cause yet. I can still try.
It's not a lost cause. It's not a lost cause. Beat him up. But
can you beat him up?
Yeah. Look, willowy as he is, he might actually be good with swords.
I mean, he can probably be, but like I got some tricks up my sleeve. I can do this. Like I can. Yeah.
Phoebe, do you want to poison him?
No. I was not thinking that.
Put laxatives in his drink.
But like that's a good idea.
Yeah, there's a long silence. Do you want to put laxatives in his drink?
That was my only idea.
We've done it before once.
Exactly.
And it worked last time.
Yeah.
Is Adalia gonna say what she knows in front of the archivist?
I'm not gonna say what I know in front of the archivist. I did say it wouldn't make a difference.
Blair does not pick up on it. Blair does not pick up on that.
Yeah, I'll wait until the archivist is gone. But before he leaves, I'm actually gonna ask him a quick question. Oh, by the way, unrelated to the sparring tomorrow. Are there any bookshelves you don't need at the library? Can I have some?
Oh, as in waste?
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, absolutely. Sure. There's actually, and he thinks back at the one rat that's eating his current project. There are a few that I can hand you. Why?
Oh, I just figured I'd like some shelves for my room, and if I could just get them from the library, that'd be easy.
Sure, of course. I can do that. Yes, so books and, he looks at you, Blair, and he goes, and good luck on the sparring.
I give him like a solid thumbs up. It's like, thank you. I'll do my best.
I do my best. Big smile.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
just to clarify, she did ask him for bookshelves.
Bookshelves. Okay. Yeah,
the
he's got a
furniture.
few. I thought you said
All
books.
right,
I'm
perfect.
sorry.
Although if he wants to give me free books, I'll take those too.
I'll do both. Yeah, who cares?
Grab your hands.
Grabby hands. Grabby hands for you. But yeah, he will finally, if you guys have anything else, if you have nothing else to say to him, he will finally leave a little bit, like, worried for you both, but regardless, you two are very capable women. He's not gonna make choices for you, but he is just a little concerned.
Yeah.
Okay, so the door closes. Maybe 5 Mississippi seconds pass before Adelia grabs your shoulder with all the grip strength she can muster, which isn't much, but it's still grip strength.
Yeah, it's very sudden and very surprising. Yeah.
Hey, Phoebe, he knows. Blair, he knows.
Oh, you used my dead name, my government name.
Yeah, I used your government name.
Okay. What do you mean he knows?
I did a little bit of light reading, a little bit of mind reading. He knows who you are.
Like she does in fact yell it that loud. And she just like falls to her fucking knees, like hands palmed against the floor. I'm okay. What he knows that I am Blair, like the human from a different.
His exact phrasing was, "I know exactly who she is." He just needs you to admit it so he can figure out how to fix this.
Fix?
Yeah, I think he wants the previous Phoebe back.
Well, I do too. That's what I want.
Hey, maybe you can find some common ground that way.
I guess so. I just don't trust him. Why? If he knows, why is he treating me this way?
Okay, well maybe he doesn't know that you know that he knows.
I'm not following at this point.
I think he's trying to trick you into getting out of Phoebe.
What? How would tricking? What do you mean by tricking me? I want to get out of Phoebe.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that.
Like if like I don't know, like if we can find some like form of agreement, like yeah, like absolutely I'll work with him on this, because I would like to be Blair again, honestly. So like if he knows and like just wants to fix things, I don't know, why does he have to be so secretive about it?
I think he's just being cautious.
Is he?
Either cautious or manipulative, but either way, if you can work something out, neither of you are going to have to play this little game anymore. And he can stop acting like that.
Yeah, I would really like him to. I don't want to keep whatever, fine. I'll still fight him. I'll still fight him. It's fine.
Yeah. Just make sure you get some hits in. For me.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. No, we can do that. That's terrible. This is like a really bad no good day.
This is not good for you.
No, I need to get back to what I was actually gonna try and do. I'm gonna go talk to Solos to see if I can get any dirt on Summer.
Good luck. I think information on Summer will be quite expensive.
I'll figure it out. I'll find something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. In that case, Blair is gonna go have a fucking mental breakdown again.
Yay!
Who's taking the lead fresh?
I think that's all I wanted to do with Idalia today, so...
Yeah. So at that point, Blair, you two can both meet up with Solus. I said Silas
Oh, word.
too, fuck. Yeah, if you two both want to go.
I can go, but there's nothing I really wanted to do with him.
That's fair. It's all up to y'all.
Okay, no, like, Adalia can come with, for sure.
If Veggie wants to come.
Just to stand there in the background.
Menacingly.
Yes.
Menacingly.
He did want to know also the invention that Lazar made.
That's true.
That's very
true.
good information you could give him in exchange for something for both of y'all.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
So I will say
I'll
that.
go then.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'll go just to remind you about it.
Of course, absolutely. You guys go down to the cafeteria area where Aster said that Solus was kind of like hunkering down. She did in fact say that he was down in the dumps for whatever reason. You don't really know why yet. As you enter into the cafeteria area, you see it is fairly crowded with people coming in and out. You do in fact see Solus. Unlike everybody else who is like sitting with friends or at least some kind of partner of some sort, Solus is seen eating alone, which like he is usually seen eating alone a lot of times, despite the fact of like how social he is. He doesn't seem to have a lot of friends. It's kind of sad.
Oh,
man.
that sucks.
Too bad. Well, I want to be friends with his sister more than I want to be friends with him.
Truth.
Okay,
so Blair's gonna walk up and just like kind of sit down with him and
absolutely.
like eye him up and down, kind of like judgmental. It's like, hey, Solus.
He's surprised by that. As Solus kind of looks at both of you, he goes, "What do you two want now?"
I would like to join forces with you and form an alliance.
Forces of... Okay, and what kind of resources
I think that surprises me.
What kind of resources do you have to give me in terms of joining these forces of sorts?
I side-eye Adalia for a second. Like, I'm so sorry, and like she's Blair continues like, well, I don't know if you're privy to some of like the weirder machinations of the school, but me and my friends, we do happen to know some like pretty interesting tea or drama, but I want you to help us by also providing us with useful information.
He lights his eyes light up at that, but he like kind of holds like his heart, like he holds himself back a little bit. And what, pray tell, kind of information?
So Blair was going to do a number of things depending on what was the situation. She like at worst, if he had like a really steep price, she was going to show him the laptop. But that would have probably been like if a last resort.
Yeah.
Otherwise, she's going to lean in and it's like, well, I know personal details on certain characters at our school that have maybe skeletons in their closet, aka my fiance Summer. So I mean, I would be okay with like showing some of the darker sides of this school if you're okay with trying to get more information on certain people here.
His eyes kind of light up at that as he leans forward and he goes, tell you what, let's have a proper exchange. You tell me a little bit about that, and I can tell you a little bit about what you want, and then we consider if this alliance of sorts is appealing to either of us.
Okay. I lean back and look at Adalia. It's like, hey, is this okay?
I'm fucking staring you down. I didn't know you were going for the full alliance. We do have information. I do kind of nod though. I have an idea of like what he's interested in because Aster told me he wants shit on Lazar.
He does.
I don't know that though. I don't think so.
I do know that. So I'm giving you the nod, basically.
Well, I don't know that, so I was gonna go in a different approach unless you wanted to cut in.
I mean, you both can say stuff, and he'll both give information what you want from both, you know?
Okay.
Right. I don't have any information I particularly want from him right now, so Phoebe, all you, baby. Ask the questions you want.
She leans back and it's like, I have proof that there are students going missing on this campus.
Oh, proof? The ones that moved away? are the ones who've
No.
been taken by the Force, as rumor has it, of course.
Well, the rumors are true.
What?
Yeah, do you, like, and I can actually prove that to you, but, like, you know.
No, because they moved out, didn't they? What?
Some of them might have.
fan a little bit.
Yeah, he kind of, like, he looks at you. What proof do you have, then? Huh?
Well, I don't know if I have this on me, but did we have anything from Martha or like any of the IDs still or no?
So Martha, so there is proof
have
of
the pigeon.
Martha alive. However, I will say nobody knows who Martha is.
Ah, fuck. Okay.
And
Yeah,
you
because
do
they tend
not
to forget people
Yeah.
when they move into the...
No, okay. So they forget people who have died. People in the forest, they think moved away.
Okay. Okay.
Good to know.
Good to know. Yeah. So we don't have any of those IDs from those students that gone missing, or were they returned?
I think you actually guys still... Do you guys still have them? I'm gonna say, just for, because, like, I can't think of any other proof that you guys would have, I would say you guys still have those student IDs, and you do, in fact, have Martha's pigeon for whatever you want to do with it. Because you guys do. You named it Martha.
Yeah.
And
I
they
was
no
gonna keep it
longer...
for, like, secret messages.
Yeah, and you guys no longer, like they got rid of, like, the messenger pigeons. So, like, you have that. You also have a letter written by Martha to her mother, I believe.
Ooh.
Guys, I'm gonna be right back. I have to go piss girl.
Go piss, girl.
I'm so sorry.
But going down the evidence, you have, I want to say, just for reference, the missing student IDs, but I don't know how you can, like, say that they didn't move out unless you are, like, putting some kind of creative flair to that.
Okay.
And for Martha, you have to come up with some reason to convince him that she was a student there and all of that isn't just, like, forgery, you know?
Okay. Okay, word. So that's like role played out. Like I would have
Yeah.
to try and persuade him.
Yeah, I would say yeah, because by themselves, no, I don't think you can convince him. But if you both can come up with some reason on why he should believe you that these students have gone missing, Annette, I will say Annette's also an option, you know?
Okay.
I think you guys have decent amount of proof that Annette went missing instead. Just to kind of push it in the direction.
Because like Veggie's a friend, and like that's more convincing if like we had personal ties.
Yeah. Tell Annette's story if only because I plan to get her. Yeah. So I will say, sharing Annette's story might help with that.
Word.
Because
okay. Then yeah.
Yeah. Like her stuff has not been moved. She moved out of nowhere. If you guys can come up with an excuse or some kind of proof on why Annette would not have moved, because everybody thinks that, but there's no proof of her moving, you know?
Yes. Okay. Word.
So,
in that case, I'll do that.
okay.
So meanwhile, I'll stall for Veggie, but like, Blair's like, all right, well, one of the instances of a student allegedly moving, but not actually, is Annette. Adalia's close friend. She was not actually moving. She was taken by the forest, and I don't quite know what's going on with that, but we still have her things, we still have her belongings. There's never any communication between her and her family about the move. No, like she very much disappeared.
Quite interesting. And what proof do you have of that, perchance?
Well, her belongings are still
I'm
on
back.
camp. Yeah.
I'm back. I think when he asked for proof, I can quick bring. Have you even tried talking to Diana yet? Diana.
Diana. Yeah.
Yeah, Diana.
Not perchance. When I heard that Annette had moved, that is all. I had not asked Diana about the details because she herself believes that Annette had moved, and I had assumed that was it.
Yes, she believes Annette has moved, and yet she's been sending letter after letter to Annette and gotten no response. all of Annette's things are still in her dorm. In fact, I plan to visit, just to see what she left behind.
I see. So because she's not responding, you have reasons to believe that she was taken by this fairy tale curse that everyone thinks is happening. A little boogeyman of sorts.
No, I mean, we watched it happen, but that's not really proof.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I sort of went on a walk into the woods with her, and we got in an argument, and she kind of turned into like a thing. She lives there now. That's her house now.
Oh.
Blair slowly turns to Dahlia being like, I didn't know you were going to go to about the show dog part, but okay.
She didn't give him any specific details about what the fight was or what the thing she turned into was. Just like, yeah, yep.
Give me both of you, since you guys, I will give you advantage to both of you. Give me a persuasion check.
Let's go.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That already
27.
adds level, so.
Whoa.
An 11. Okay. Adalia, you are absolutely the most convincing. Which, that's fine. It seems like that works out. His expression kind of twists a little bit. He, at first doesn't seem to believe you, but the more details that you give, and the fact that you yourself have been, very close to Annette, and the fact that, you saying, she hasn't written back, when he knows for a fact that Diana and him were, in fact, close, and he goes, "You're not making this up, are you? I get the forest thing is scary for a lot of people, but that's, a boogeyman thing."
Listen, I wish I was making this up. I would rather have Annette here than a funny story to tell.
Oh. He, as you say that, he kind of, deflates a little bit. Huh. And so, and you think that other students have been missing because of the forest as well?
I mean, if her, why not someone else?
Like who? And he's, trying to obviously pry for free.
Unfortunately, I don't know any other names.
Unfortunately, or do they not come to mind right now?
Unfortunately. Can I roll deception? Because I absolutely do.
No, absolutely. And he's gonna make an insight check. You kind of might want to fail on that to show. Okay.
It's like
you want to fail on that to show that you're obviously okay. Yeah, he can tell. And he kind of leans back and he goes, "All right then. I'm intrigued. I will give you a little bit of information on my end. What are you looking for?" As he gestures to you, Blair.
I palm my hands on the table. It's like, give me any dirt you have on Summer.
Oh, coming pretty hard-handed. You're his fiance, aren't you? Wouldn't you know that?
No, I would not, because he's a very secretive person.
Fine. All right. Well, let me think a little bit. Any kind of specific dirt? Personal, beef, relations, strengths, weaknesses, what?
I would like to know what he's hiding from me.
Now that's a little bit personal, I won't lie. I don't know what he's hiding from you personally. I can see about who he's been talking to, what his outwardly weaknesses are, but what he's been hiding from you personally? I don't know.
She sighs okay, I tried. I was like, all right, just give me anything. I would like to have any dirt on him, any weaknesses, any suspicious activities.
Well, suspicious activities, I can in fact do that. I will say he has been meeting a lot with a certain professor of sorts. I don't know if you know her. She's a kind of, what should I call? Not a lot of people like her, I'll be honest. She's got a little bit of a stick up her ass. Rumor has it that she knows the headmaster personally and sometimes reports back to him, whoever he may be. But from what I'm aware, those two have been really, really close. He's been meeting with her a lot, talking about personal lessons of sorts. I know that Summer's been one to take a lot of extra lessons, extra classes. He tends to have private sessions with a lot of professors, and they're very open to it, of course. But if you're actually interested in what that professor might have to say, it might be good to find her.
Oh, okay, what's the professor's name?
Let me see. If I am not correct, her name is Professor Inkwell.
Okay. Where is she usually?
She usually teaches the high arcane magic classes. Not anything specific, but she often tends to do that. But you can also probably find her in the staffing area if you ask for her specifically. I know that she takes nightly strolls, from what I'm aware.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, I could look for her then. Anything else? Any weaknesses? Any fears or phobias Summer has?
Ooh, fears and phobias. Well, besides, like, his ego thing, you know, there's that. He has a very fragile ego, despite how much he boasts. And weaknesses? I would say combat-wise, well, he's pretty well-rounded as a fighter, I won't lie. He's not the strongest, but he knows a lot about technique. So, knocking him off his feet won't really do much, but if you give him a lot of, like, I guess power up front, he may not be able to handle it. And on top of that, he's, let me see if I can remember correctly. He's very, he's skilled with rapier, short sword, long swords, great swords, despite his strength. Swords, shields, anything of the sorts. Not very good ranged, weirdly enough. But anything of brute power, he struggles a little bit, and anything ranged, he kind of struggles a little bit.
Oh, okay, got it.
Technique to technique, he can kind of take, I would say, brute force for the first bit until he gathers his bearings, and then maybe a few range shots, and then he'll have a problem with. But otherwise, he's been pretty good. He's taken down a lot of enemies all at once. He's pretty skilled, despite how pompous he acts.
Oh, I see, okay. That's very helpful, thank you.
Yeah, if that is the information you are looking for. And is there any other information you might be able to partake?
Actually, do have a question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
You said he was taking extra classes. How does one get extra classes?
Well, you usually have to be pretty proficient in the classes that you currently have already. But if you can get a professor well on your side, usually they're open to it.
Good to know.
Yeah. I'm not interested. I'm here. I'm a commoner. I take what I can get.
You know what? I respect that.
He just kind of nods. But is there anything else you guys would like to share?
Not with Solus, no.
Not with Solus?
There is something I would like to share with Solus. Because,
yeah,
you know what, fuck it. He and his sister are working together.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, we found something out about that theater guy.
Immediately, Lazar perks up. Yeah, immediately Solus perks up. Wait, Lazar?
Yeah, that guy.
What do you have about him? Tell me! I'll do anything!
Good Jesus. Okay. Look, he had this invention he was using for his play.
Yeah? Yeah. What is it?
We had to go find it for him because he got it stolen.
What is it?
You're gonna hate this answer. They're hairbands.
What?
They're hair ornaments. I don't know if they do anything else, but they're hair ornaments that you wear in your hair.
That's it?
That seems to be it. We almost fucking died for those, Solus. That was it.
But anything else about them? There has to be more. There's something about it. I want to know. Tell me what it does. I'll do anything for it.
That's what we're trying to figure out, because if it doesn't do something, I'm going to kill Lazar.
Oh. Well. Well, if you do, tell me. And I'll try to get you anything. I mean it, too.
Alright, we'll figure it out.
Well, but if you have any other questions, whatever, let me know. As long as you got something else to give back for it.
Alright.
Is there anything else you guys would like to ask?
Nope.
All
You
right.
had your summer question and the extra classes question.
Yeah, and you can also find that one professor that Summer's been meeting up with.
Mm-hmm.
Her name is Inkwell.
Yeah, and I'm sure we haven't spoken to her before.
No,
I'm sure it's
absolutely
fine.
not. Never. No, I don't think you guys
No.
met before. No, never. I don't think so. No, she won't be familiar to you guys at all, I'm sure.
Maybe there's one thing that she can ask Solus before they leave.
Yeah.
Solus,
Yeah, what's up?
where can a lady find any material to make armor?
Oh, you could probably ask around for any blacksmithing students. They're sometimes looking for models.
Awesome.
The armory specifically, though there's not many of them. A lot of them try to study the arcane, but if you can kind of find them, they might be interested. They'll probably ask for something in return. I don't know if it'll be money or if it'll be a favor, but he kind of gestures to you both. You two are pretty popular. You can probably figure something out.
Okay. That's good enough for me, thank you.
Alright, anything else you guys would like to know?
Nope.
No.
Nuh-uh. Alright. Well, with that, you guys watch as Solus begins to collect his things. Well, if there's anything else, you can probably find me, ask around for me, find me in shady corners and whatnot. But you can also ask my sister as well. And if that is it, I will be taking my leave. I have very important duties to attend to. And you watch as he
Yes,
just
of course.
kind of awkwardly shuffles, throws his trash away, and shuffles away again.
Awesome.
All right. Anything
Very
else you guys
important,
would like to do?
Today, no. I am going to maybe.
You're not going to try to
grab-
look in Annette's room?
Actually, no. I am gonna do that. I wasn't sure if we were going to Sunday or what, but yeah, I will do that.
Since we're here, you can do it, remember? I was like, well, there's
Yeah.
not really much, like, maybe, but, like, you could probably contact Diana and take a look inside her room.
Yeah, also,
Yeah,
are
absolutely.
we... I thought we're doing just one day. Are we doing Sunday as well?
We can probably, so more likely than not, it'll be a little bit of both. I plan to do Edge's thing. We
Yeah.
could do a little bit of y'all's, and then we'll immediately continue with, like, possibly, like, working the theater again.
I see.
Or yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't expecting the whatchamacall. I wasn't expecting the battle, so that is something we have
Sorry.
to... No, it's fine.
I'm
It's interesting. It's interesting. But yeah.
Okay. In that case, I think Blair has done her bit. She'll probably just stick with Adalia and do like whatever she would want to do.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay.
Blair, you might not want to be around for the next bit. Those girls don't like you.
That's okay.
No,
Whatever.
it'd be funny. It'd be funny.
Yeah, exactly. I think she will like text her boyfriend while Adalia is doing her thing though.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. What are you gonna say?
Oh well, I'm saying like once like they get there or something, but I'll think about it.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So, are you guys heading straight to Diana's dorm?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. So easy enough, I believe. Like, if I haven't said it, Diana's probably given you instructions to her dorm before, so it's not like anything.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah. So you guys go up the stairs. You are going past one level onto the second floor of the dormitory rooms, and these are a little bit bigger than the commoner rooms, but not as big as yours, obviously. But soon enough, you guys kind of look through the rooms, look through the numbers until you find yourself at Diana's dorms. When you open it, Diana did not expect y'all to be there, but she is more than delighted to welcome you in, especially you, Adalia. She's like okay with Phoebe, I guess, but regardless, she allows both of y'all in. And as you guys come in, you notice that this room feels very lived in, despite the fact that these are obviously lower middle, like not lower middle class, lower nobility rooms. These are very clearly like made for a little bit more luxury to them. Definitely, again, higher middle class kind of stuff. And looking at it, you can see like dresses strewn about, clearly like someone who's lived here changed out like dresses and whatnot. There's makeup here and there, books and personal belongings. You for a fact, Idalia, know that Diana likes to sew. She has a very big passion for it. And on top of that, she very much has like other passions like reading, doing whatnot. I believe like she's talked about being in a book club. She is very, very, like, neat, but also, like, as neat as a crafter can be, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then you see Annette's side, and Annette's side is very neat, very clean, and almost dusty. Like, while Diana's side of the room looks very lived in, it's kind of odd to see Annette's room just kind of frozen in time.
I am not going to ask Diana if she didn't touch her sister's side of the room.
Well, regardless of what you do, Diana is more than happy to welcome you as she hugs you, Adalia, as she goes,
Aww.
"Oh, it's so lovely to see you again. I didn't want to push, but we used to meet up every weekend." And she kind of eyes you curiously, Blair, as she goes, "Are you two hanging out more?"
She insisted.
Diana looks at you quizzically, Blair, like, "Did you insist?"
We made amends and get along now.
Oh. Interesting. Well, regardless, a friend of Adelia's is a friend of mine. What can I do for you two? I could set us up for some tea, maybe have a few pastries set up. If there's anything you need help in terms of schoolwork or the sort, I'm also willing to help. Is it also about the theater? I can also talk about the theater as well.
Oh, Diane, I'd love some tea. I still want to see if there's anything I can send your sister to, maybe a peace offering. But
Of course.
tea first.
Yes, of course. Well, as she does so, she kind of steps back, and there's not really anything of the sort, but any kitchen of anything. But she does have a pot and kettle, and she actually has some of the help her out with getting some tea. And as she does so, she comes back to you, goes, "Well, of course, if there's anything you'd like to send to Annette, feel free to let me know. She hasn't responded to any of my letters despite writing to her constantly, but I'd assume it's because she's just busy now."
Yes, I suppose. How far away is this school from where you live? She might still be on the way, who knows?
That's true. Well, on carriage it's about a month's travel.
So maybe she's just gotten home.
Perhaps, but it's been more than a month now. And even then, usually a deliveryman will be able to hand out letters because, well, usually we get them. And sure, I sometimes wait a week or so for a letter to come back, but never months, you know.
I think she mentions a week, and Dahlia looks into the middle distance for just a split second. Anyways.
Yeah, of course.
Well, at the very least, we can hope they're reaching her.
Yes, of course, and always blessings. I'm sure maybe I said something that might have upset her, but if you send something to her, she might be able to reply.
Yes, well, that's the goal, isn't it? Let's see. Does she have anything left over from the Animal Pact training? She really seemed to be giving her all with that.
Yes, I do know she had quite a soft spot for that, oh goodness, what was that animal?
It had to
Saint
have been
Bernard.
a dog.
Yes.
Yes.
Saint Bernard. She had a very fond spot of dogs. She was very fond of dogs to begin with. But she also very much enjoyed, oh goodness, what other classes was she in? I know that she was fond of books, fond of cooking, fond of animals, oh goodness. Well, you know the usual, as she kind of like, it's like, I don't need to explain that to you. You knew Annette better than anybody.
Yes, well, I suppose that was the start of that little fight we had.
Oh.
It'll sort itself out.
Yes, of course. Well, were you hoping to send something to make up to her? I didn't know you all had a fight.
Oh, I'm sure I mentioned it to you. No, we had a bit of a tiff.
Oh.
Just a little one.
My, okay. I understand now. That might be why she's been avoiding my letters. She might still... You know how she is. She holds grudges sometimes.
I nod. I do not know how she is, but I do nod. Actually, no, I do know how she is because I keep going to the forest to see her and she never shows up.
If she never shows up... You sound so dejected when you said that. Yeah, she never shows up.
I'm out there at 6 a.m. to see my good friend.
Your good dog friend.
Yeah.
Well, You know, there was one thing that she really liked, but she never really said anything about.
Really?
Yes. She kind of kept it a secret between me, you... Well, she kept it a secret between you and, well, Thiessen. So, obviously, I am sure you and Thiessen might know of the sort.
Can I insight her to see if she's already heard about the breakup news?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, absolutely.
Like, this...
Give me a general insight. 14?
14.
It does not seem like she knows. I don't think you've ever really told her. Like, you two... I think you've told her, like, you've gone distant, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I explained it to Skipper under the assumption that she would have that spread across half the school by the next afternoon. If Diana hasn't heard, I will go ahead and let her know. Same story.
Then I will say she probably does know specifically from Skipper, but was like a little bit like iffy because it came from Skipper.
Right. Well, yes, I'm sure that was between myself and Thiessen, but I don't feel very much like talking to him right now.
Oh, is it... Did you two get into a tiff as well?
Kind of.
Wow.
It wasn't really an argument. We just kind of noticed something about our engagement status.
I will say, sadly, I don't know much else about Annette's secret save for you and Thiessen. So, if anybody else would know,
right.
It would be you two. But I can definitely take a look around her room and let you know.
All right, please.
Yes.
Actually, if I could look with you.
Yes, absolutely.
If you wouldn't mind.
Yes. Feel free to look around her side of the room as she kind of gestures to Annette. Like Diana and her kind of share a room. They do share a room.
Yeah.
So they share a room. And they have, I believe, like 2 other roommates. So there's 2 rooms, 4 roommates. But she's more than willing to let you take a look around. And Blair, if you're also interested, she's also letting you.
Oh, word. I'll help.
Yeah. So you guys make an investigation check, unless you guys have anything that would help with that roll.
I actually am specifically looking for something dog related because of Kadrash's guidance.
Absolutely. Then I will say you get a little bit of an advantage.
All right.
Whoa!
Never mind. 2 nat 20s.
Whoa!
We're good. We locked in. Teamwork.
What the fuck? Okay. 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 All right. Okay. That's not what I expected. 2 natty 20s?
And I got a 23.
Goddamn.
And you got a 23, which is still pretty
And
good.
you got a 23.
Hold on. Let's see. No. Something, let's see. I'm looking for a little bit of a mysterious one. I'll take that. That's good. Okay. So Adalia, Blair, you two begin to look through Annette's belongings, and at first they begin to be unassuming of sorts. You see a journal here, some notes here, some books, some clothes, some accessories, some jewelry, hygiene, sheets, whatnot. But for whatever reason, no matter how much you look, Adalia, you cannot help but feel that there is something more to it. You continue looking and you continue scouring the place. You know for a fact that you are looking for something dog related of sorts. And maybe that's true. Maybe that's true and Kadrash was being truthful, or maybe he was lying. You're not entirely sure, but you know for a fact that deep down that there is something here that could possibly bring you to something. Adalia, you and Blair are both very aware that this place is of the arcane, but also very archaic in some of its inventions. Electricity has not been a thing around here, sadly. Plumbing is very sparse and in between, and things like oil lamps and of the sort are far and few in between, yet they are handy once in a while. So, imagine your strange surprise as you look through her belongings and find something a little odd, a little funny, but definitely eye-catching. Adalia, as you look around, you cannot help but feel the arcane pull of something. And you look around, and both you and Blair dig through this strange pile of a junk drawer of sorts. And you reach in, and you pull out something strange, something odd, and a little funny, but also terrifying of sorts. Adalia, you pull out a dog-shaped electric lighter.
What the fuck?
And you can absolutely, like, it's really cute in the sense that it is a miniature dog, and you can hit its little tail, and from the tongue comes out like a spark. And it's just like a little bit of a spark. It's enough of, like, you know, to light a cigarette or to start a fire, but it's electric, and you have no idea how it's there.
Oh, Annette liked taking little walks into the woods, didn't she?
Maybe. Perhaps she did. The electric lighter, is definitely not what you expected. It has, like the little dog thing, weirdly enough, like, makes a strange little barking noise. Like, every time you flick its tail, it goes arf, arf, and it, like, sparks up a little bit.
I can't believe Annette's hidden hobby was smoking a fat J.
Yeah, but oddly enough, but also, you cannot help feel compelled that a lighter is something that she held dear. A little odd, don't you think?
Yeah, I was kind of wondering.
But yeah, you two have found an electric dog-shaped lighter. What would you guys like to do?
What the fuck? I look for, like, a pack of cigarettes.
There's what's a common cigarette brand? I don't know. Yeah, those. There's none of those, sadly. I'm sorry.
Damn it.
Blair would have loved one, honestly.
I think she would have loved a cigarette right now, but she does not have those. Maybe somebody else does, but that's definitely a today invention, not a fantasy university invention.
No.
Go to the doctor's tent and ask him for another smoke.
Oh yeah, he does have. He's got like a cigar on him.
Yeah. Okay.
He smokes fatty blunts all the time.
He's got like a pipe.
Yeah, he's got a pipe. Yeah. But yeah, you guys found this lighter. What would you guys like to do?
I guess I'm gonna hold on. I'll ask Diana about this actually. Yeah. Hey Diana, what is this?
You show her the lighter, and she looks at it, and she's like actually like frazzled and has no idea. As she looks at it, goes, a little dog statue?
I hit the button to light it.
Oh! And like you see a little spark. It's not like a normal lighter that has a flame to it. It's more of a spark kind of thing.
Yeah.
She's like a little surprised. And she goes, Is that arcane?
It looks it.
I've never seen that. Unless... And she kind of drones off for a moment before she completely redirects and goes, I've never seen that before.
Huh. Well, this might be noteworthy then.
I guess feel free to take it with you. I've never seen anything of the sort. I didn't even know Annette had something like that. I mean, she was fond of dogs, but...
She was.
She never really collected dog iconography of sorts, or... I mean, well, she wanted a dog, but not that. And again, she gestures to the lighter.
Yeah. Yeah, all right. I'll include it with my letter to her.
Yes, of course. Yes. She looks like a little frazzled, but also like strangely, strangely attracted to it, if that makes sense. Like she seems a little bit dazed as she looks at that lighter.
You know what? I have 35 mana points and no limit on this anymore. More mind reading.
Yeah, absolutely. As you kind of look into that, immediately you hear, I could have sworn I've seen that before, but I don't know where.
Guys, I don't think we're the only ones that were isekai in this world.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna dig deeper just because she doesn't remember it. There's nothing conscious about it. I'm gonna leave it be.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Alright. Anything else you guys would like to do?
Nope. I'm glad I found the lighter.
Alrighty. You guys leave, before the tea even comes. I'd like to think that, like, you guys have been, like, extremely, like, whoa, a little bit frazzled by this discovery as you take it out. And, where are you guys going? Back to your dorms?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys return to your dorms with the lighter in hand. What would you guys like to do now?
I feel like good.
Go ahead.
No.
You go ahead. Point's gone.
I think, like, Blair was happy to kind of pull up a seat at, like, their main table with, like, some tea or coffee or whatever, and, like, just kind of debrief with Adalia, but also text, Eugene and kind of, like, also show Adalia the messages. Like she was, like, wanted to kind of have, like, a discussion or, like, you know, like in classes where like you read the material and then you have to do like a table like discussion. Good
God,
or something.
do I know those classes?
Yeah, it's like so class. What did we think of the materials that we learned about today?
Does the name Eugene mean something to you?
It does. Yeah. I remember. he says his memories are not very good, and I don't really know what he meant by that, but my memories are pretty clear for the most part. Um, he was a childhood friend of mine. We grew up together. Like I would spend the summers working on his family's farm. And like, like we would hang out every season for like our teenage years. Like I think maybe I started working for his family maybe when I was like 12. But like we were pretty good friends for a bit. And I liked him a lot. Like we were good friends, but I fell out of touch with him maybe around like senior year of high school, and I just really like didn't talk to him as much anymore. Like it kind of just grew distant and more distant until like I don't know. Like it's I don't know. It's strange. So the fact that somebody's claiming to be him in this world is very disturbing.
So, just to sum it up, Eugene was a friend of yours during childhood, is now potentially here, didn't have very clear memories when you knew him as a child?
Well, sorry, no, he's claiming he doesn't really know much about his life and his memories before coming here. Like, from what I can tell, I don't think he remembers much of being Eugene, and he doesn't remember much of me, but it seems like there's some part of him that does. I think that we're both just confused.
Got it. I see.
I don't know, like...
We'll see. We'll see if we can find him. Oh, yes, I had news for you, too.
Yeah?
I walk into my room and I pull out... I bring back the sketches of Phoebe and the letters.
What is that?
I think the previous Adalia was trying to replace Phoebe.
Oh. That's... crazy. That's very crazy.
Yeah, she kept like drawing Phoebe with new features and in her own dresses, and as she says that, she's kind of flipping through them, and the letters kept like comparing them, and I don't know, she kept getting her friends to agree that it would be better if Phoebe acted like her. I fully believe she intended to replace Phoebe, especially because she replaced Adalia 1. She did seem to do that pretty frequently.
I don't think Blair knew that part. I don't think Blair knew that at the first Adalia was a replacement, or this isn't a replacement, right?
She knows that this current Adalia is the third one.
Yeah, but I don't think you ever told Blair that.
Right, yeah, no, I'll clarify. Yeah, so I'm the third one. Right, Thiessen explained to me that, the previous Adalia was actually a replacement for, I guess, the first one?
Okay. So, it's not the first time that something like this has happened to this body. You're the third replacement for Adalia.
Yes, it would seem that I'm the third one, yes. I'm not the third replacement. There was Adalia 1, Adalia 2, and then me.
Okay, was it also the same situation of, Isekai? Or was it different?
No, so... Darian didn't give us all the details, but, I believe the first Adalia died in a fire, and then second Adalia must have replaced her.
Okay. Alright, and she was trying...
He said she was at the scene. He said she was there.
Okay. So... they might have... the second Adalia and Thiessen could have killed the first Adalia.
Yes, it looked like an accident. It was an accident. He said it was an accident, but I don't really care. Anyways, yeah, they killed her. They killed the first one.
Got it. So that makes a lot of sense now. Okay. And then I'm assuming if that was the case, then was second Adalia plotting to kill Phoebe?
I suspect that was the case, yes.
Would that have been a plan that Thiessen may have known about?
Um, I don't I don't know for sure. I do know he would have done just about anything he asked her to. So if he knew, he might have been willing to help.
I see. I don't like how some of these points are aligning, but they're not fully connecting. I don't see the full picture here, and but
No,
it's
we
almost
only have a
there.
piece.
It's so fucking blurry. I don't like how there's Summer who apparently thinks that he can fix me, and then Adalia was trying to kill Phoebe and replace. I don't.
I mean,
There's
someone was
something
trying to fix her too. Yes, you remember the guy I told you about last time, Fire of the East, that one. He had previously gone into the woods to figure out where Adalia 1 went, according to Thiessen again.
to fix you, to fix Adalia.
Presumably to get her back. I don't know what he was planning to do with that information, but that'd be the logical next step, no?
I see. So I guess we're both just kind of here, and they're I feel so bad for them. I know I shouldn't, but I don't want, like, if these people were in love with us at some point, we're just in their the bodies of their fiancés, and like, I want to help. I don't think this is okay, and I want to fix it too.
It's not ideal. I'm not too worried about my two, because Thiessen knew this was going to happen at some point, and the Fire of the East didn't really seem to care that I was in this body. He already knew.
Oh, he already knew?
No, yeah, he knew as soon as he saw me.
I guess it's that obvious for other people then.
Maybe just to him.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, well, remember, he's part of the woods. He might have secrets and all that.
Sure. It seems like anyone who's a part of the force to some extent has more knowledge than the rest of the school, but seems like it almost feels like we're the only ones in the dark here. Sorry, I'm venting. I'm venting. I don't want to do this.
Sorry, I didn't mean to vent on general, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, can you actually take out to vent?
Yeah. This is really disrespectful to all the other server members.
My bad. Blue's like, I didn't mean to do that. No.
No, it's fine. I'd rather we think about it than not.
Okay. Well, if I lose tomorrow, I don't know how I'm going to tell him, but I know that I should.
Again, he already knows. Maybe you can work with him.
I just have this really bad feeling that something's going to happen.
It will. He's not planning anything good, but try to get control of it, maybe. Maybe if you're involved, you can make sure it's not as bad as it could be.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I'll try, but I hope you're doing okay still. I mean,
Yes.
Do you like being in this body?
I'd say it's maybe one of the better parts of being here.
Okay.
The body itself, that is.
I'm fair. I mean, you get to shapeshift and look like whoever you want. I think that's a really good quality.
And read
Is-
minds.
Cool. And read. I think she does say that. And I can read minds.
That's really helpful too. Yeah,
Yeah.
that came in clutch with Summer Nanette. Wow.
Yep.
I didn't mean to misspeak. I know you didn't tell me about Annette, but yeah.
No,
Um,
that's the natural guess.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, if if I if you think that that is useful for any future conversations that we have with people, I'd please use that more often.
Yes, of course, of course.
Well, okay. I have to prepare for my fight tomorrow, and I know that you probably have your own stuff too.
All right. Best of luck.
I salute Adalia before going to bed.
Yeah. Is there anything you guys would like to do before the day ends?
I give Blair a little salute back.
Yay!
I don't think I'm going to go straight to bed though. I think I have a little bit of work to do on that new journal I got to replace my sketchbook.
Absolutely. All right. Yeah. Let's do that. Veggie, what is Adalia doing with her new journal?
So, Idali's going to write sort of an orientation guide, or at least the introduction to it.
Mm-hmm.
She's been meaning to for a while. These maybe gone to her head. If she's maybe the third Idalia, then there's probably going to be a fourth and maybe a fifth, and who knows? So she'd maybe just like to have a book on hand to explain it to them when they inevitably show up.
Okay. So you're kind of like given an Idalia cheat sheet.
Yeah, exactly. Like a quick most of it would just be her character sheet, a quick like hey, hi, if you're reading this, you're not me. I know some shit happened to you, don't worry. This body just kind of does that sometimes where it'll switch owners. Here's some stuff you need to know about basically the world. This is very normal. There's going to be some stuff you don't expect. I really hope this journal winds up being useful for you. I know I have like a Google Doc. I'm not going to read the thing out loud because it's long as fuck, but I will post it in general.
Absolutely. Post it in your character chat.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
both. You do both, but
yeah, let me get it back because I've only written the intro so far. Me.
Absolutely.
I believe this is shareable.
Shareable. Whoa.
BC chat and also
Cool. Yes,
here.
It is shareable. I can see it.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
All right. Is there anything else you would like to do, Adalia?
Nope. I'm gonna write that introduction and some of the whatever character sheet stuff, manual, whatever she could write down, and then that will be it.
Yeah, absolutely. Blair, is there anything you would like to do before going to bed?
Yeah.
All right.
She did unfortunately ghost Eugene for the entire day. So she's gonna open her laptop back up in bed and like stare at the screen for a little bit, trying to think about what she's gonna say in response. And like to confirm, he basically was like, yeah, I'm Eugene, or you can call me Corinthios. Whatever you prefer. My memories are kind of foggy, but like I think I remember you. Was that what he was saying?
Yeah, that's basically it.
Okay, well, Blair's gonna say something along the lines of, "Hey Eugene, I'll believe you, but if there's anything that you remember about us, I would like to know, because I think my memories are pretty clear. So if there's anything that I can clarify to you too, I think I can help. Send!
Send! Absolutely, absolutely. You send that, and for a good while, you actually don't get a response back. It seems like it's almost as if like he doesn't know what to say back. And just when you're like, oh shit, he's ghosting me too.
I fucked up. I fucked up.
No. You finally do also get a response back, as he goes, things are a little bit blurry, I won't lie. Things come here and go here and there, but I'd be open to discussing what you remember as well if you're down.
Kind of like frowns, is like, all right, well, I'm about to sound like I'm a fucking idiot here for a second. Like I'm like, because like in her brain she's like, maybe this isn't the same Eugene. I'm just being like a loser.
Yeah.
But she proceeds to describe like, they're meet cute. When they met at 12, I think she would probably describe what it was like to actually actually get to meet him for the first time on the farm.
Yeah.
Probably for some like, I'm gonna say like her family took her there for maybe some kind of like horse riding class because she's a fucking horse girl.
Yeah.
And it's a family-owned farm, so their son was working there.
Yeah.
And he just so happened to be like doing farmhand chores, and maybe like between the class or as she was like taking a break, he was showing her how to like mount the horse and like put on the bridle and like do all this kind of stuff. Maybe even like probably like actuallying her on like, that's not how you
it's
actually,
a 12-year-old
like,
kid. Yeah,
like that's how you do it. It's like this instead, actually. But you gotta stay 8 feet away from the back of the horse or else you might get hurt, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh haha, like, ooh, look at this, and like she like jumps between like the horse, like, oh, it's gonna kick me. Like she's kind of describing like what it was like to like meet this little like snot-nosed brat for the first time, but they got along, and like they would have like this teasing fun like back and forth conversation, but it resulted in like them getting to actually like know each other and get along, and she had like very fond memories of that first riding lesson and like seeing the farm, and maybe there was like, I'm trying to think of like maybe a specific item or like clothing or like piece of like just like memorabilia from that moment.
What about like an old horseshoe?
An old horseshoe? So like, it's for good luck. Here you go.
Yeah.
Like he has like one tooth missing. Like Blair recounts that like he had a tooth missing because he fell over like beforehand, and like he's like, well, I might have my tooth missing and everything, but like I think you need this more than I do. And then gives her like a fucking horseshoe like for good luck and whatever. And Blair's like, oh my gosh, like gets like super excited to have like a horseshoe and some shit. I think that'd be cute as fuck. Anyways, she recounts that little meet cute with like how she got to know Eugene, probably a wall of text, send. And she's like, what if I'm talking to no one right now? Like, what if I'm tweaking? What if I'm fucking tweaking?
You, there's a moment where obviously like he's kind of reading through all of it. There's some silence, a pause, and you don't know if it's because he's trying to ghost you or if he's like, whoa, what's going on? Or if he's genuinely reading through all of it. But after a good like solid 5 to 10 minutes of you like anxiously, nervously trying to figure it out, there just goes, I think I remember. Didn't you get in front of a horse called Butterscotch who tried to eat your hair?
she like all sends it all caps, like, I loved butterscotch. And she was like, yeah, that was one of my favorite horses I used to ride on the farm and take her for trail walks. And then she'd get kind of like, she's going to start getting like really weirdly knowledgeable about like farmhand shit with this person.
Yeah.
And it's like, I remember da 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 da, like kind of like recounting more details with the farm itself to him. But yeah, she takes that as like an invitation to be like, I love this stuff. But then she kind of ends it with, I'm happy to know that maybe I'm not crazy about this.
Right.
And then she kind of like sends that message, and then there's another pause, and then she sends a second one. It's like, not, she's about to start venting. I wish I had more control. Not in the sense of like, I just yapped, but more in the sense of, I wish I had more control in this life, in this body, in this identity, etc. But that she doesn't clarify.
Yeah. There's another pregnant pause, and it goes, You sadly learn to get used to this kind of stuff.
Her brows kind of furrow. Are you saying that you've been dealing with this for longer?
A little bit. Longer, I guess, can be kind of relative, I guess. But there's a lot of us and a lot of other people, whether they know it or not. I found that sometimes it just takes a while for them to realize it. And when they realize it, it's really uncomfortable. But you kind of find your own identity through it, I guess.
She wants to say like all caps, what? But she refrains. She holds back. And she responds with, I was hoping to have more answers to my questions, but this seems to be bigger than I could have expected. I'm glad to at least have a familiar face here. And she kind of like pauses and like still sends the message, and then she follows it up with, do you know where I am right now? Question mark.
There's a longer pause this time.
Uh-oh.
And it says, would it be stalkery to say yes?
I think she'd be like, yeah, it would be. And then she's like, JK. She would kind of poke fun at that and be like, not really. It's more it's reaffirming and reassuring more than anything, really. Like, she's kind of like looking out her window now, like, what the fuck?
You gotta respond of, okay, kind of, but not in a creepy way.
Kind of? Is it a yes or a no? Like, do you have my longitude and latitude, or like, do you know? I'm confused. And then like that's all she says.
You see, you're gonna see this emoji, and right after it's hard to explain without sounding creepy.
I say, look, man, I've seen a lot in the last few months. I've been here. I do not think you can wig me out.
He goes, yes, and I probably know more than what you're comfortable with, but I am in a position where I cannot say anything.
Is the position out of your control, or is this something that would put me in danger if I knew ?
A bit of both.
All I said is a frowny face.
He sends a frowny face back.
I said like, another question, like, should I act like I don't know?
Probably. I could get in real big trouble if you did.
Why you specifically?
Debts to pay.
Hold on, let me get an emoji. I'll say in response, Eugene, I didn't know you were a freak like that.
He responds, the freakiest.
I send this and then I go to bed.
Alright, cool. Alright. I will say that will end your conversation there. Do you guys, I'd assume either of you, do you guys have anything else you would like to do before the day ends?
Nope.
Alright.
The day ends? No.
I'm so sorry for taking so long.
You're fine, don't
okay.
worry. You're
It's
fine.
okay.
Yeah. But yeah. As you guys begin to settle down, Adelia, you working on your journal, Blair, you talking with a new friend, unsure of what Darien is, but yeah, we're sure he's fine. Yeah, he's fine. No worries.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, he's probably fine. But as things begin to settle, there are some more questions, a few answers, and a few propositions that you may or may not be able to fulfill or not. But regardless, you guys go to bed, and that is where we're going to end the session for today.
Yeah.
Yay! We actually made normal time.
Yeah. Holy shit, we did it.
Yeah. We made normal time. So, like, that was good. Yay! You guys did your funny stuff.
Yay.
You know, it was simple and easy and nothing crazy happened.
Yeah, this was a
all.
simple and casual
laid
session
back,
today.
Yeah, laid back session.
Yeah.
Very fun, very nothing happened, you know. So yeah.
Like, Ed's gonna be like, what happened? I don't know.
I don't know. Nothing really. Nothing really.
Yeah, nothing important. Nothing important.
Nothing happened. Silly goofy. But yeah. We are done. But I hope you gamers had fun with your funny little revelations.
I had fun.
The pieces are actually fucking being put together. That's crazy.
The pieces are being put together? Are you connecting the dots?
Yeah.
I'm going to politely not mention that my pen is totally Adelia too.
I don't know what you're talking about. About.
It hit me like a brick fucking wall the second that Annette was like, this looks familiar. Like, oh no, bro.
These shoes look familiar.
I think we're fucking cooked, you guys. I think the whole fucking school is isekai. What the fuck is going on?
Oh yeah, the lighter.
The blue lighter looks familiar. Yeah.
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 What?
They're all from. I'm sure we're all from here naturally and normally, and we're supposed to be from here.
Guys, is this finally where the Annihilation inspo comes in?
I smile at you and I say nothing.
Yeah.
Wait until y'all go outside the school.
I didn't know that was an
wait.
option.
Who knows? Maybe it is, maybe it's not.
One day.
I thought we're all locked
my
here.
goddamn self if I have to.
You are locked here. I smile at you sweetly.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Okay.
But yeah, that was a decent session. We got a 3-hour straight session in, so that's good.
And yeah, we actually are progressing the plot pretty significantly. That was crazy.
Yeah, and then you guys get to go back after you absolutely beat up Sunner. You guys get to go back and continue your theater practice with Gromga as JD now.
Yay!
Rip
I can't believe we turned torturing Summer by making him lift a couch.
That was really funny, actually. I didn't expect that.
Honestly, I thought that was gonna be like the climax of today's session. Like, I thought the couch was supposed to be where the session peaked, but that was funny as fuck.
And it can't go up from here. You'll find an electric lighter. Oop.
Where's that from?
I smile at you. I know.
I take the note from my teddy bear that says, remember who you are, and put it on the electric light.
Yeah. Damn, bitch!
I'm so concerned.
Delia fucking hates Thiessen? Anyway.
I think he's fine. I think, like, Thiessen's actually a nice guy.
Here's the thing, I don't think she's over being chased across the field while she's playing keep away with C4. I don't think she's
I don't know
over
what
it.
you're talking about. That's never happened. I'm gaslighting you. That's never happened before, and that will never happen again. I don't know what you're talking about. I smile at you.
No, you're so right, Queen. I forgot about it.
Yeah, that's what I fucking thought.
Damn.
You're right. I forgot about the field incident. I haven't forgot about the 2 times he tried to set me on fire.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yep.
Nuh-uh. Definitely nothing with the hound dogs either.
Yeah, no, I'm sure that wasn't anything. I'm sure that was nothing.
No, that was nothing. That was nothing at all. Yeah.
dogs?
Yeah. Hot dog. But yeah.
So, does Summer actually like Blair ? That's my main question now.
I smile at you and I say nothing at all. I guess we will have to see tomorrow. Not tomorrow!
Oh,
Fuck!
man.
Wait! next
tomorrow,
week.
you say?
Possibly next week,
Let
because...
us in. Let us in.
Wait!
Sorry, go ahead.
Me being dragged into... Wait! Possibly next week or the week after, we'll have to see how Edge feels, because I will not lie, as much as I'm like, I personally am down for next week. However, I'm gonna end
Veggie's dead.
Veggie is, in fact... Do you got something going on next week?
Oh, no, I'm on summer break. I don't have fuck or shit happening.
Oh, fuck yeah! Funger shit?
Fuck or shit. I do have, like, grading and homework and stuff, but that's all online and can be moved around.
Okay, yay! I'm gonna end the recording real quick.